Dick Dynamo, Boom, Brandon Holman. What a guy.
It's so hard to have a friend in this business. It's so hard to be nice in this business. And Boom was nice and a great friend to everyone.
He was very funny. Seeing him made me smile. Listening to him made me laugh.
Dick Dynamo was 100% of the time unapologetically himself.
He was like an annoying big brother to me.
Brandon Holman never felt uncomfortable no matter what he did. He was one of the most adventurous students I ever had.
He put 100% into everything he did.
One of the toughest son of a guns I know on this roster.
The most hardworking, stubborn, creative person I've ever met.
He had a way about him where he could get that inner child out of anybody, no matter who you were, because you knew he wouldn't judge you and you could be yourself around him.
He would beat you into submission with friendship.
He would always try to be the life of the party and make sure, that everybody was having fun, doing good. He always made sure that everybody had a smile on their face.
He was a quirky guy, funny guy, very talented. He was a star.
I've been around Boom and spent more time with him than my own family. Past 7 years. Boom was one of my best friends. He was a brother to me.
Tonight, we pay tribute to the memory of Boom Hayden.
It takes a lot of bravery to be yourself. A lot of people want to be something they're not. But Boom, he was Boom.
We honor the career of Dick Dynamo.
It's not the same without him here anymore. It really isn't. And I miss him. He is so missed.
And we celebrate the life of Brandon Holman.
I know that for Dynamo Run the Show, all of us are going to lace our boots for him, thinking about him. We're going to get ready, we're going to step on that stage, and we're going to do him proud.
Tonight is for our friend, our brother.
I'm gonna miss my friend. Miss my friend a lot.
I loved him, and I'm gonna miss him.
I love you forever, my brother. And you will always be missed.
I will cherish our friendship forever. I love you, and I miss you, Brandon.
Boom, Dick, Brandon, I love you. I miss you. Can't wait to see you again in the future.
For tonight, Dynamo runs the show.
Boomer, Brandon, Dick Dynamo, you truly run the show, man.
Dynamo. It's the show.
That's the clean version.
Dynamo will always run the fucking show.
The place is here, the time is now. Dick Dynamo runs the show. As we honor our fallen brother, my name is Brent Taryn alongside Shaun, Creedle, and the Encyclopedia of Wrestling Media, Ricky Owens. Let's take it to our opening bout.
scheduled for one fall, and it is for the MCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, everyone! Tag Team Champions, and Myron Malone.
On a night where we honor Dick Dynamo, Boom Hayden, whatever you want to call our fallen brother Brandon Holman. What a way to kick it off with the hype, probably the most popular tag team in all of MCW. And Ricky, this ovation just keeps getting louder and louder for the tag champs.
Our new tag team champions, the Hype, knocking off Capital Punishment last month at Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup, and they got a tall task ahead of them. Two veterans making their MCW debut.
Going to be an interesting contest here, Creedle. I don't know if you've done your scouting report on the opponents known as Milk Chocolate as they walk into the hallowed halls of the RJ Meyer Arena. Milk Chocolate.
The most succulent tag team in all of MCW.
Oh, hold on. You gotta hold that a little bit longer. The most succulent tag team.
Somebody's been practicing over there.
I'm glad you guys were
Suckling something.
up to task to utter their moniker. They wanted to make sure we said that on commentary, and well, job done. But guess what? At some point, the bell's got to ring, and those MCW tag team titles could go home with some debuting competitors.
Debuting here in MCW, but veterans teaming for 11 years total.
I was going to say, they've been in the ring for a long, long time. Debuting in MCW, but they wrestle all up and down the East Coast.
Trained by the likes of Alex Reynolds and Tony Nese. And they are definitely up to the task.
And you can see those gentlemen every Wednesday night.
So we got a couple of New Yorkers here, it would appear. Milk Chocolate, that's what they used to call us, Creedle.
Still do.
Now it's just spoiled.
Sat out a little too long.
Wow.
Listen to the MCW faithful. You want to talk about what MCW is all about. You want to talk about the home of the hungry. There was only a few short years ago when the Hype, Myron Malone with the long hair, Kaz the man with the short hair, were, let's face it, Tim Spriggs Stooges. Starting at the bottom, they were Gophers, and they have broken out. Not only have they broken out, but they defeated the unbeatable Capital Punishment, and now are the tag champs. But
yeah, now they're starting out. Now they're starting at the bottom of Milk Chocolate's boots.
Well, now they're finding out what's it like to be the hunted.
Yeah,
and Milk Chocolate is looking to make a statement here in MCW.
It could be a short-lived victory lap.
Right.
It was a hard right punch.
I had a chance to talk to Sumners and Watts earlier today. They've been trying to get in MCW for a long, long time. Can you imagine in your debut match to win the MCW Tag Team Championship?
And of course, you're talking, if you could, Randy.
That'd be Randy Sumners.
Sumners is in the black trunks,
yes,
and the mustache. Oh, the white fella. He's the milk of the group.
If you want to break it down like that, sure.
Brandon Watts has the darker complexion.
He is the chocolate of the group.
He doesn't need a suntan.
Oh, there we go. Tag out. First one of the match here, at least on the part of the Hype. Here comes the athletic Myron Malone. Shades of Latino heat. So much charisma, so much personality. These guys, absolutely the Hype, jump off the screen.
An awful lot of double team in there, and then you see a referee's count.
On a night where we will see, as you see the tag out to Kaz the man, the fans choose the match between Tim Spriggs and Kenny Dixon on the cover, and Ken Dixon, and the 2 count, on a night where we will see the Mecca take on Miami Mike Walker, on a night where we honor Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo runs the show. You better believe everybody's going to be leaving it 100% out in the ring. Kaz the man stifling that body slam predicament.
Just planted Sumner's right in the middle of the ring. Needs to make that tag.
Sumner's deciding discretion's the better part of valor, Creedle.
Actually, I don't even think he made the tag. He just went out to the floor, didn't he?
That's what it looked like. I think the referee figured that out too.
Are they trying to do the twin spot? I'm sorry, the twin magic doesn't work when aesthetically you're so different. You have to be twins, and I mean not in mental capacity.
Yeah,
but
well, this isn't going to count either.
Yeah, Kaz didn't realize the tag wasn't made.
Well, you know, he's got a big old head, but not always a lot of brain power going on in there.
Uh-oh.
Keep your eye on Randy Sumners.
Yeah, but he may not want to turn that head.
Fireman's carry. Oh! Gutbuster. Got all of it. There's the tag finally, and good call, Ricky. You saw that it wasn't a legal tag, but here it is now in the leg drop.
And a leg drop to the back of the head.
We might have new champions right here.
Wow, almost decapitating the champions, did the challengers there.
Almost had to agree with you there, Cradle. That was a close near fall for Milk Chocolate walking out of here as tag champ.
And give them credit. That was beautiful teamwork because they fooled the referee and got the advantage.
This is what we come to expect from Khazman Lee. Constantly fighting back. Constantly throwing hands. Not wanting to be left wide open.
Really, I see it another way. Constantly getting beat up every time we see him.
Go ahead.
And if it happens here tonight, we're going to crown new tag team champions, I'm telling you.
I think Kaz is one of those guys you're going to have to kill him if you want to keep him down. We've seen him with his head literally split and leaking on the floor here, and he still came back to MCW, still fought valiantly.
And you don't think Milk Chocolate knows that? What are they aiming for right now?
With all due respect, it is kind of a big target.
What are you talking about? They're aiming for the throat.
Milk Chocolate with the double team maneuvers, and now that's a rookie mistake on the part of Myron Malone, causing more damage, more harm than good to his tag team partner. And they got to step up their game, do the hype. The tag team titles, take them to another level. Speaking of another level,
oh. That's a hard landing coming off that top
as
rope.
is above, so is below.
Yeah, not like when he was upright, that was feeling too good.
Milk Chocolate asserting their dominance in their debut here at Dynamo Runs the Show, 1000 Joppa Farm Road, Joppa, Maryland, MCW's RJ Meyer Arena. It's the place to be. And you said earlier there's a tag out, getting out to Randy, that Milk Chocolate has been dying to get into MCW. There's another tag.
They've been teaming as
11 years, right?
Just about 11 years, yes.
How many times have we heard this song? Same old song. Talent wants to get into this company so badly because they know the best wrestler here, the big matches are here. It's the home of the hungry. Tag out.
Uh-oh.
Look for the champ. One half at least, Myron Malone, to dictate the pace and turn it up a notch.
He's fresh. Look out. Anderson spine buster right in the middle of the ring.
Floats right over into the plank and cover. Whoa, near fall. And the hype almost retained decisively in that moment.
Watts got in there real quick to make sure no more advantage for the champions.
Watts with a flurry of wild punches, and Kaz now, he's the worst for wear. Doesn't have a lot of mustard behind those blows that he's throwing. Randy now looking a little dazed. Here comes Kaz, ducking the line, ducking the elbow, springboard. Oh! And he didn't get him in the face, did he, Ricky?
No, got him in the chest, met with a pair of thrust kicks. But it was enough to drive the wind out of Kaz, may have driven the fight, and it may drive the tag titles into the camp of Milk Chocolate.
What a game changer that would be. You talk about turning this company and the roster on its damn head. Milk Chocolate leaving here with their tag team titles in their first ever MCW match. Phil Stamper, got to give it to the GM. He's signing up some very exciting new matches, fresh matches that the fans haven't seen yet. As Myron Malone unloading. Don't be fooled by Myron's finesse. He can get in there and brawl with the best.
I don't understand how he's doing this. It's 2-on-1 and he's winning. Well, he was winning. Oh, that was in the throat.
Look at the
they call that the bread and butter. Oh, and it was almost a 3 count.
Yeah, but Kaz was in there to break it up, and this match continues with the tag titles up for grabs.
Milk Chocolate You can see and sense that they're almost wondering, what do we got to do to keep the hype down? Because every time we've seen it, time and time again, the hype underestimated. Guys don't give them enough credit, and they get in there, and what do they find out, Ricky?
That the hype is real, but let's see if they can remain tag team champions here tonight.
I want to give Milk Chocolate some credit because they're taking it to the champions right now.
Oh, they're doing one hell of a job.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and what is this?
Yeah, this could be it for Myron.
He looks like he's going to stomp on the small of the back of Myron Malone.
Malone got out of it, though.
And there's the athleticism by Randy. Hold on. Crotching Randy there. Never thought I'd say that in my commentary career.
Now they got both Milk Chocolate on the top rope.
Oh, boy.
This ain't going to be good.
No need to cry over spilled milk.
Oh.
Turnabout fair play there by the hype. And you know what Kaz is thinking. You know what Myron's thinking. Take it to the sky. No, there's the baseball slide. Keep your eye.
Myron flying and taking out both Randy and Brandon. Milk Chocolate laid out on the outside.
Who's the legal man?
I've lost complete track of that.
We'll find out when a 3 count happens.
Kaz trying to muster the energy of the MCW faithful.
They have their target.
They
have them in sight, and the Hyper Sniper!
Crushing the cranium. Both legs hooked. And the hype retains.
Here are your winners, and still MCW Tag Team Champions, the Hype.
We are witnessing not only the birth of a star tag team, but them cementing and printing their legacy and their footprint in this industry. And it all started here, and they will be elevated to that next level. All they got to do is just keep winning. Still your tag champs.
Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo, just Boom, or Brandon, however you knew him, he left an impression on you. I know he did for me. Every time I walk into the RJ Meyer arena, I'm reminded of Boom. His laugh, his silliness, just his general craziness. Not only was Boom here for just about every show, training session, and birthday party, even coming to a birthday party on his own birthday, but this building holds another significance that people may not know about. Unfortunately, the 2 people to best tell the story are no longer with us, so I will. Back in 2016, when a young Boom Hayden was still just Brandon and in high school, he came to an MCW show with his dad. At that show, he met RJ, got some photo ops, and he told RJ, the Bruiser, that he would come here to train one day. He was going to be a wrestler. And Bruiser said something to the effect of, "Good, I'll beat you up twice a week." And he did, over and over again. But in doing so, Boom earned his respect, and that's really hard to do. And he didn't just earn the respect of Bruiser, he earned the respect of all of us. Respect, love, admiration. His determination and spirit were one of a kind. We all loved you, Boom. Rest easy, my friend.
Dick Dynamo was 100% of the time unapologetically himself. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear that from a lot of the people who knew him. The way he was in the ring was the way he was in person. And what I mean by that is he would beat you into submission with friendship. I feel like I didn't know him very long, and worked with him for even less time. But in that time, we had a lot of talks about where he wanted to go and what he wanted to be. And he really and truly wanted to run the show, whatever that meant. Yeah, and by the end of it, we were really good friends. I loved him, and I'm gonna miss him.
Welcome back to Dynamo Runs the Show. And here comes an embittered Master Sensei after what the Velveteen Dream did to him at the Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by a Dolomac Dojo, from the Shaolin Slopes, weighing 215 pounds, the
From zero to hero, Tony Macko has found his groove, hit his stride, and this young man, I'm going to say it, bona fide star in the making.
It's about time you recognize the excellence of Tony Macko.
You know, sometimes it takes a while to find your voice, to find yourself in the professional wrestling industry. And since he has taken on this new dojo and disciples, he has really become a threat here in MCW. Enter the young veteran, and he's got some new backup watching his six.
representing the Detractors from Argentina, weighing 155 pounds, Diaz.
The brand new tag team tandem, the Detractors, Lord Diaz, the rookie Mark Brutal. He's got some MMA experience, Muay Thai, kickboxing experience. Lord Diaz, been here in MCW, what, 7, 8 years?
Something like that.
Been a part of the cartel, been a tag team with Diego Cruz, and now he is starting anew, trying to, like Tony Macko has done, find his groove, and he could just do just that at the expense here of the Afro Samurai. The Detractors, Ricky. What does that mean?
Oh, if I know what it is.
You stumped Ricky. I love it.
What does that mean,
Got
Guido?
no response.
I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of it.
Say, I know the definition. Now, what they think it means.
Goodness. Merriam-Webster over there.
Wow, never thought I would actually see Diaz shadowboxing over there.
Did you just call him Merriam-Webster? That's pretty good. The encyclopedia, not the dictionary.
Whatever.
Look at Diaz squaring up. You know, we've heard the rumors that Diaz is trying to maybe learn a thing or two, and certainly a smart move to take Mark Brutal under his wing, as kind of Diaz knows the professional wrestling game. There's a high kick.
May have caught him behind the ear on that one.
Stunned him just enough so he can get that side headlock on.
Right in the sweet spot. Any giving match, one superstar can defeat another. There's the arm drag. Diaz follows up with another. Macko trying to get on Page. Charging full head of steam.
Oh. Diaz has a mean streak too, Brandon.
He's like a rabid chihuahua in there when he gets angry. There's that European uppercut. Far leg hooked. Only a 1 count. How smart do you think it is, though, the quid pro quo, so to speak, between Diaz teaching Mark Brutal wrestling and Mark Brutal teaching Diaz some MMA? That's a question.
I think it'll help in the tag team sense, but this is not a tag team match. This is a singles match, and Diaz has to do it on his own against
Leg is hooked.
A new, determined Tony Macko.
Reinvigorated, reinvented. The Afro Samurai, Tony Macko.
Not to mention the fact Macko. Oh wait, Macko, as you mentioned about what happened back at Shamrock Cup with Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark.
When he was thoroughly embarrassed.
Exactly, he had some fire behind him.
Well, Macko thought that was his moment, did he not? He thought, this is my moment to be featured, to reintroduce myself to the MCW audience. And, well...
Yeah, the only thing it featured was him getting his ass kicked.
Right, he got trumped. He got outshined. As we would say in the industry, somebody stepped on his pop.
And you two sound like you loved what happened with Patrick Clark coming out here and embarrassing Tony Macko. Let me tell you something. I talked to Macko earlier. He wants revenge, and he just might get it.
Well, he's got to get through Lord Diaz first, and that is not an easy task as Diaz pulling himself up from the turnbuckle.
Ooh.
Diaz, that's that wily veteran thinking on his part with those hammer fists. But Diaz, though, looks to be a little winded. With the spinning neck breaker. Far leg is hooked on the lateral press. And I don't know if Diaz is just, he can't plank himself across. He may not have enough body mass.
Well, I was going to say, it's interesting you said that because maybe he's winded because he's so used to being part of a tag team match. There's no one to tag in this thing.
That's a great point. We saw the Detractors debut at the last breakthrough.
Oh!
Holy God!
Oh,
that's the Hori Hanzo slice. Far leg hooked. Definitive victory.
Wow.
Here is your winner, the Dolomac, Tony Macko.
Wow, that kick came out of
Out
nowhere.
of nowhere,
So did
right?
that victory.
And that is a clear message of the present danger that is Tony Macko right towards the Velveteen Dream. How do you spell redemption? It may be T-O-N-Y.
Teach him. He ain't nowhere ready for me. My kung fu always overpower yours. Always. Always. All that one was what? That's great work. What? It's still. I can take it if I wanted to. I can take it if I wanted to. Now let's not. I can take you. I got an ace-pack. What are you talking about? I can take all three of you. Screw you, boy.
Brandon, I just wanted to say thank you for being you, bringing your ideas to light. You had so many of them. You pushed me when I was not ring ready. You helped me get into shape. You pushed me to my limit in the ring. I wish I had the chance to work more with you. We'll miss you. We'll miss you, Brandon. We will miss you.
I met Brandon Holman as Boom Hayden. He introduced himself to me as Boom, and he was the first student around here at MCW when I joined as a new student that really reached down and tried to grab my hand and tried to help me up. Boom was there the first day I joined, as he was there for a lot of us on our first day, and he was a help to a lot of us. He was my first match at training. He was my first match at a show in front of an audience. I credit him for a lot of what I've learned. And whenever I needed to talk to someone where I could be honest and tell them how I'm feeling without feeling like I'm in any way ridiculed, I would go to him. He was very funny. Seeing him made me smile. Listening to him made me laugh. And he always had a different way of thinking about things. He always had a different way of looking at things. If everybody had one opinion, he would go out on the ledge to have the other opinion just because. He loved not arguing, but he loved discussions. And I love that about him because it made car rides easy. It made sitting around before shows easy. And I miss him a lot. I know that for Dynamo Run the Show, all of us are going to lace our boots for him, thinking about him. We're going to get ready, we're going to step on that stage, and we're going to do him proud. Boom, I love you. I hope you watch us, and I hope that you are proud of the show that we're doing in your honor. Take care of your peoples. Take care of the people around you. Check on the people around you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the heart of MCW, Ferrara!
Tonight we are here to remember someone who left us way too soon. I'm sorry, I gotta read off the paper. Whether you knew him as Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo, Just Boom, or Brandon, to know him was to love him. Boom was like no other. He was funny, passionate, and kind. He wasn't a person to do things a little bit. He was 1,000% or not at all. He never stopped coming up with new ideas for his character, and he never stopped making people laugh. Well, we all knew him as a wrestler. There was more to Brandon than just wrestling. He was an excellent student, he was wicked smart, and a damn good artist, and a pretty funny trivia host. In 2020, he graduated from CCBC with a degree in fine art. In Brandon's honor, we've created a scholarship so that other artists can follow their dream to pursue art just like Brandon did. Now this scholarship is special. Once we reach our goal tonight, it will be funded forever, meaning that Brandon's dream will go on forever, and hundreds of art students will benefit from this. Thank you to those who have already donated or purchased a bow tie or a t-shirt. Your support means so much. You can still do that. We've got a table over there. The bow ties are blue to match the color of his jacket, red to match the color of his bow tie, and green for mental health awareness. There's also a custom designed t-shirt you can purchase, and we're doing a raffle for a t-shirt, 2 tickets to the next show, Bruiser Strong, and a gift card to a local restaurant. At this time, I would like to welcome Brandon's dad, Mark Holman, to the ring. Dynamo does run the show, now and forever. Thank you for sharing him with us.
Thank you, Tara. I appreciate it. This means a lot for myself and Brandon's mother. It's been a little tough, as you can imagine, but One thing that I always taught him was, there's no halfway in. You're either in or you're out. There's no quitting. There's no stopping. You keep pushing. And that's about life. It's about education. It's about your skill, your art, whatever it is. There's no half stepping. And he knew that. And I have to follow my own advice. No stopping, no quitting. Keep moving forward. Remember him every day and what he meant to all of us. And I can tell you this, his passion, his full heart was wrestling. I started bringing MCW matches in about his freshman year of high school. And he kept coming. We kept coming together. He enjoyed it. We've been watching WWE since he was 6 years old. And he wanted to be a wrestler. He wrestled in high school. The next thing he did is we came to a match. It was his senior year transition. And he said, I'm going to go over and talk to Bruiser. I said, you are? I said, well, it's nice knowing you, son. And he said, nah, I'll be all right. So he goes over to Bruiser. He says, hey, Bruiser. You know, Bruiser. And so he goes, yeah. Brandon got into it. He said, look at Bruiser. He said, I got to be 18 before I can come here to the school. And you know what? I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in this. And I'm going to learn how to be a wrestler. And I'm going to do it and put my whole heart into it. Bruiser said, yeah, I've heard that. Tell you what, you get here, I'm going to have you do enough strats and runs and sprints and stuff where you're going to explode and you're going to puke and then you're going to get up and I'll make you do it again. And Brandon looked right at him and goes, yeah, that's what I like. So from that day forward, he put all his into it. And he loved it. And he loved the team, he loved the people, he loved the organization, and he loved getting out here and being the character that he wanted to share with each and every one of you. So I thank you all for that. This means a lot. This is amazing. This is going to go well up on the wall. And thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, this is not my daytime job, so just be clear, right? But right now, what I'll do is bring out one of Brandon's favorite wrestlers to come to the ring, Hellfire McGuire.
And some of you here may not like me. I get that. But tonight is not, tonight is not about me. Tonight, sir, is about your son. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is about Brandon Holman. And I'd like for every single person here to give a round of applause for his father. I know that your son has touched a lot of lives. Some people here may not know this, but I actually had an opportunity before I stepped in the ring as a full-time competitor here to do some training at MCW. I helped out some of the, at that time, newer talent, and your son Brandon was one of them. To tell you how freaking proud I was of Brandon going to become Boom Hayden, to going to become Dick Dynamo, and just kicking over every door put in front of that damn kid. Yeah. So I wanted to take a moment, not just to speak on my relationship, but I'm speaking on behalf of that entire locker room, because there wasn't a dry eye when we came here today. There's some stupid rule you have to shake everybody's hand and wrestle when you show up. When it was all hugs today, I Eyes have been wet. Guys are shaking, trembling. They seem more nervous than if it was even freaking WrestleMania. Why? Because your son touched every goddamn soul in that locker room. So, from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of that locker room tonight, yeah, the Dynamo does run the show, but he's going to run the show in Joppa every single time I lace up a pair of boots. Every time that locker room laces up a pair of boots, there's going to be a twinkle in their eye, and it's your son, Brandon, running the show! So these people know one thing about Joppa, Maryland, and that's that it's the Mecca's house. And the show doesn't start until the Mecca speaks. And I heard you say yourself, you said it, that you were introducing your son's favorite wrestler, but sir, I don't wrestle until the main event. So while I appreciate you bringing me out here to share this moment with you, unfortunately, you'll have to wait to the main event to introduce me as your son's favorite wrestler.
Let me just clarify something, just so you're clear. You're not his favorite wrestler. Matter of fact, he couldn't stand your ass. Now, his favorite wrestler is Hellfire McGuire.
Hellfire McGuire! You watch yourself! Don't you? Hellfire McGuire, what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Hey, true hurts. True hurts.
I'll see you later, Mike. Shut up. I'll see you later, Mike.
Hey, Macko! Macko!
You have nothing.
Get your bullhead ass in this ring right now.
Kick his ass. Hey, let's go.
What a moment. The father of Dynamo makes his presence felt, Grado.
Yes, he does, but you want to talk about what a moment. I think I got a bigger moment for the two of you right now.
What are you talking about? What does that mean?
What does that mean? What that means is, gentlemen, I'm going to step aside for a minute.
It must be our lucky day here.
What?
Professional wrestling business requires everyone who participates to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. Brandon Holman never felt uncomfortable no matter what he did. He was one of the most adventurous students I ever had in promo class. He was willing to try anything. I tried to put him on the spot. I tried to get him in a position where he would actually feel uncomfortable, and he never did. One of my favorite activities in promo class is to assign our students characters, wrestlers who they should study and do a promo in their style. One time when I did that, I assigned Brandon Val Venus, and he came out in front of everybody the next week. Changed his name. He changed his name from Boom Hayden at the time. For that class, he was Va Boom Hayden. Came out wrapped in a towel and cut a tremendous promo. It was just an example of how good he was at trying anything. A willingness to try anything, to stretch his boundaries. And the entire time he was with us here at MCW, I never saw anything that suggested he would ever reach his limit. He was so talented and able to do things that no other student here has done. He was an experimenter. He was creative. And it's very sad that that voice, that creativity, is gone from MCW and from all of our lives.
Man, where do I start? First off, I just want to say I love you a lot, brother, and I miss you so much. And I mean, when I first started MCW, you were one of the first people here to actually take the time to remember me, remember my name, get to know me and things like that. And it's not going to be the same with you being gone, that's for sure. But one thing for sure, I'm going to remember the memories we had. All the countless road trips, home, 2 shows, hanging out at the bars with the guys, having a good time. Whenever we went out, I always invited you. Even if you would tell me no. Even if I knew you would say no, I still would invite you out. Because I loved you, man. And I always wanted to have a good time with you. And your name will always live on forever with me. One of the toughest son of a guns I know on this roster. Because no matter how much they told you no, you would always push. You would push. You would push. You wouldn't give up, man. You was a fighter. You were strong. And that was one thing about you I admired a lot. I wish I had your toughness and your grit sometimes, because I could really use that. So, Boomer, Brendan, Dick Dynamo, you truly run the show, man. And I love you forever, my brother. And you will always be missed.
Hellfire, tried to just tell you like it is. Kid, you just don't got it.
That's your plan, ain't it, Will Ferrara? That's your plan to get back in the game? You're gonna make things tougher on me. Why? Because you can't? Does it make you feel good?
Why would you risk embarrassing yourself on the memorial show for one of your best friends? Why?
You want me to give up this wrestling thing? You want me to leave my spiky size 10s in the middle of that ring and ride off into the South Beach sunset? Nah. We ain't doing that. You're not gonna embarrass me.
Hellfire, I'm telling you the truth. And if Dynamo was still here today, then he would tell you the same thing. He'd say, Hellfire, you are no pro wrestler. Just give up.
If you really knew Dynamo, you'd know that if he was standing where I'm standing, these sparkly shoes right here, he'd give you a clothesline that'd knock your jaded ass out your boots.
Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready.
Special attraction match on the way. Speaking of special attraction, we're joined right now by the model of masculinity himself, Joseph Keys. And Joe, you're in for one heck of a treat with this match. Let's take it to our ring announcer. Joe, let me be the first to say,
Get it out.
I think you are the fastest rising star and
Absolutely.
MCW, but
Absolutely.
I also do think, and this isn't brown nosing, I do think there isn't anybody who is as physically capable and is top of their game in the wrestling business as you are right now.
Well, you can't call it brown nosing. You see the truth, you speak the truth, Brent. You're just you're a pinnacle of masculinity yourself. You're not a liar. gross.
And Ricky, how about that stipulation we just heard that if Hellfire McGuire loses this match, he will effectively relinquish his wrestling license and only be a manager, a second, a valet at ringside.
Well, Will Ferrara basically questioned his skill, his heart in the ring. And I want to say that Hellfire basically put himself behind that proverbial 8-ball.
Well, you can't really blame Will Ferrara for having that opinion. I personally think it's a crime that the Maryland State Athletic Commission passed this gentleman to be an athlete to begin with.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
You know, listen,
Just
Ricky.
take a second. Listen to this crowd, though. That's disgusting.
Ricky Owens is certainly aware of your prowess and your dominance, but I don't think he agrees with your ideals. Joe Keys, as you see the rear waist lock here, some amateur freestyle wrestling by Will Ferrara.
No, some of the things I agree with, it's the way you go about it, Joe.
Well, that's Ricky, like, respectfully, you've never been in the ring. You've never been in the ring. Oh, good pick. Respectable pick.
Single ankle pick.
I've been watching my training lessons with my Hustlers.
The Hustlers, of course, in action a little later against the MCW heavyweight champion Demarcus Kane.
Good luck.
And if they are victorious, you get that, what you have coveted for so long now, the MCW heavyweight title shot. Whoa, look at that wrist control and a Hellfire McGuire. I know you got a little bit of past, a little bit of history with Will Ferrara.
Yes, I'm kind of locked in with the action right now. Will Ferrara executing some moves that, he once taught me in the Ring of Honor Dojo. Did I say I was in the Ring of Honor Dojo before? I wrestled on Ring of Honor television, like national television.
You were a part of that, the Ken Dixons and the Dante Caballeros.
They're not important. They're not important.
Okay.
But what's important in front of us right now, Will Ferrara, one of my trainers, right?
Right.
He taught me some stuff. I taught him some stuff. Now, if we watch him dominate right now, I think you've been watching the little top G matches lately. Up and over he goes in the corner. Impressive. And Will's head is not in the game. It's embarrassing that I just...
So you're saying that he's taking Hellfire lightly?
Can you blame him?
So
Can you blame him?
You don't think, you haven't been impressed with the tear that that Hellfire McGuire has been on recently, especially getting in the head of the Mecca. There's a back elbow.
Powerful back elbow. Well, truthfully, I have not watched a Hellfire McGuire match.
Oh my God.
I have my own matches to attend and train for and study for, let alone a wrestler, quote unquote, trying to powerful. He's definitely been watching some top G matches on that lariat right there.
Yeah, that's Will Ferrara, of course, helped train Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo.
The disrespect, not that he's entitled to respect to begin with.
Certainly a Ring of Honor mainstay for a while, trying to relaunch his career in a lot of ways is Will Ferrara, and he's trying to do it at the expense of the red-hot Hellfire McGuire.
Powerful knees to the stomach right there with the lift and the slam. Hellfire's body is not built for this.
Lateral press. Displaying that weight, but didn't hook the leg there.
Wasting too much time barking with this crowd. Don't worry about this crowd, Will. They can't relate to you. You are a professional athlete. They are gas station attendants. Stay on top of them. There we go. With the knee to the back.
Something I've noticed about you, Joe, is you have a unique style in that in your physicality, in your maneuvers, you don't really go for a lot of covers.
I don't.
What's the thought process?
I go by, I have the mindset, one pin to win. I am in control of my match. I am in control of my destiny. I'm in control of everything that goes on inside of that ring. Now, somebody who takes a match from the ass, Hellfire slowly works out of this hold right here. Will sends him off, going for a shot. Oh, fancy.
Look at this. Shoulders down. Ooh. And another pinfall attempt.
And
so you see it as a weakness that guys go for pinfall covers and guys kick out.
Look, at any point in the game, Hellfire giving it back. Same thing that Will gave to him. Good slam.
Falling over with the impact himself did Hellfire.
At any point in the time during my matches, I can win whenever I want. I'm in that much control from bell to bell. I just choose not to. Now, if you notice, when I do go for that single pin, what's the result?
It's the end of the match.
It's the end of the match. Whenever I want. I am in total control of my destiny. I am in total control of my match. I am control.
You're a control freak.
Control freak, so to say.
So are you saying that you've chosen to never hold the MCW Heavyweight Championship? Just out of curiosity.
Ricky, watch the match, please. Thank you. Very distracting over there.
Forearm shivers. The reversal now by
Will
Ferrara.
Pop-up drop kick. Very impressive pop-up drop kick. And the nipple.
How about that? It would be a damn shame to see Hellfire be sequestered back to just managing. He's been very impressive in between those ropes.
You listen to these people, they're getting behind Hellfire. That is something I haven't been able to do across my career.
Well, you don't listen to the people, Joe.
Well, the people aren't there in the ring with me. I'm there to win for myself. The people are there to buy a t-shirt and take a picture with somebody they relate to. Nobody's related to. Oh, ducks the clothesline.
That was a trademark Will Ferrara. The roll up now. And we've seen Will on TNA recently, and he's really trying to break out here again on the
Yeah,
inside.
but he's really trying to take a shortcut.
Oh, the referee on top of his game. This is a skilled referee right here, Will.
Great officiating. He's a relative rookie, that referee, actually, so you got to give it up to him.
Couldn't tell me on that.
The can opener pin. Legs are hooked. Wow.
That was very close. I taught Will that pin. He should know how to get out of it. Ooh, elbow to the face.
Well, he's kind of caught him watching the paint dry, rather. Just shoving him aside, did Hellfire. A well-placed boot.
Kind of illegal shoes he's wearing with those spikes personally.
Oh! Got those Dorothy boots on.
Kick Will.
Near leg hooked. And Will Ferrara, yeah, with authority, getting that right.
He definitely looked up here and saw the top G watch, and there's that extra beer in this match right now.
And doesn't want to disappoint his student.
Yeah, he's not.
Speaking of,
I'm not the student. Okay, let's get that straight.
We have been in the past. You've been a student of Bruiser R.J. Meyer, of Joey Mercury, of Jonathan Gresham, some of the biggest names in wrestling today.
Of course. Oh, smart right there. Smart.
Hellfire was looking for that clothesline, that Boom Hayden clothesline. So what has that training done to you? You bring all your coaches, the best parts of them, to the ring now, because you were really upped your game, Joe.
All parts of them.
Well, I don't know if Hellfire will be upping his game after that. I don't know.
There's no way to train against that.
I think he's on instincts, man, because he just rolled right back into the ring. You know how people walk around sometimes when they're knocked out?
I know how they walk around backstage as if they're entitled to a position.
Lateral press. You see Will hooking that heel, trying to keep Hellfire down for the cover.
Listen to this crowd.
And this crowd is really taking a liking to Hellfire. He's been one hell of a manager, but he's been one hell of an in-ring competitor as well.
I don't understand it.
Well, it's kind of
in all reality, Joe, we didn't understand it either at first.
this is fair. Fisherman Buster. And again, hooking that leg.
See, now this is a problem with Will. He's taking his opponent lightly right now. Now, I understand Will is a top competitor on the planet, but Hellfire McGuire has his heart in the match today. It is all for Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo. And self-proclaimed Dick Dynamo's favorite wrestler. As heard a few moments ago, that's got to stick in his mind. Will's got to get deeper covers. He's got to take this match seriously.
And there's got to be something said for momentum. And Hellfire McGuire has had a hell of a lot of momentum on his side. The trap clothesline.
He's not done. He's not done.
Vying for that wrist control. Maintaining it.
This is what I mean. Total control. At this point, Will can pin the man whenever he wants.
You're right. It may be
What is he doing? What is he doing? Throw the match out, ref.
Yeah, telling the ref to check him. Yeah, Hellfire may be out.
Rookie referee, understand the mistakes now.
Will Ferrara, rather, is almost called a Will Fire.
Pick him up. Pick him up.
Trying to motivate.
There we go. End him, Will. End him, Will. End him, Will. Here it is.
This one could be the cherry on top.
Back to ringside, Hellfire.
Oh! And right in the center of the ring.
There we go. Here we go.
Wow! Just a 1 count!
1 count!
He may be on your pre-workout there,
This place
Joe.
exploded.
How
You sure you didn't slip him some smelling salts there,
Look at the
Joe?
face. Look at the face. Look at the face.
And that is some great fire.
Oh, my God.
Out of Hellfire McGuire, living up to his damn name. Another boot to the face. How is Hellfire going to be put down? Forearm shivers. I don't know.
Fighting back.
Joe, I don't know how he's still on his feet. Ricky, I don't know how he's still firing away.
Will's over there staggering in the corner.
Yeah, standing up. It's a shocker that Hellfire is even throwing hands right now.
The fire, the spirit of Boom Hayden living through Hellfire McGuire right now.
And Will Ferrara looking shocked like he just saw a ghost. Can't really get back on page.
Oh, spear! Driving his shoulder through the midsection of Ferrara.
Channeling the spirit of RJ Meyer himself. Straps are down. Straps are down. Point to the heavens.
Hellfire lining him up. He's loosening that rotator cuff.
Turn around, Will. Get up, Will.
You might want to stay down, Will.
saying this one's for you, Brandon. The Dynamo Lariat!
Hellfire McGuire is victorious!
Embarrassing.
Is there anything that Hellfire McGuire cannot do right now? He is just riding this wave of momentum, Joseph.
He certainly can't step to the top G. An impressive win, don't get me wrong, but he needs to know his place. He needs to know his role. He's at the bottom. To me, you are still a manager.
Well,
congratulations on your victory, Hellfire. I still ain't shaking your hand.
I'm getting the Iggy here that, would you want Shaun to join us, or what? Hold on one sec.
Yeah, Brandon, I think you need to take
Ben?
Disgusting.
Well,
hey, Ferrara said it that Hellfire needed to prove himself, and he did so here tonight.
A little bit of motivation out of Will Ferrara, and Ben's gonna go take a powder. Come on in, Greedle.
I learned a lot from Boom. But the most important thing I learned from him is how to be unapologetically yourself. He was a quirky guy, funny guy, very talented. He was a star. But the most important thing about Boom was that he was unapologetically himself. And that's what I'm gonna miss about him the most. It takes a lot of bravery to be yourself. A lot of people wanna be something they're not. But Boom, he was Boom. And that's what I'm gonna miss the most.
They're real hard on him. I told you he got it in him, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
I told him he got it,
doubted
bro.
you. Man, I tell you, that kid hits a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah, he does.
But I knew
You kidding me?
we did the right thing. We'll
Yeah.
get that fight out of him.
Damn
Ain't
right.
no more of him doubting himself anymore. I can guarantee you that.
Awesome. That
Yeah,
was
Mike.
great.
Hey, do
Exactly
me one
what
more
I
favor,
wanted.
though.
Yeah.
Kick Mecca's ass tonight, will
Oh,
you?
damn right.
Hell yeah.
And then,
bro.
hey, I'll see you at the club later.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, are you talking to Will? What the
Oh,
hell's that?
yeah. Hey, look. I'll tell you all about it later. But for now, I'm going to get ready for Mecca. And then after, we're going to hit the club. Come on.
I
go.
like the sound of that.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, cool.
MCW fans, coming up next is the Dynamo Show 10-Man Challenge. In this match, the team of Ronnie and Ryan Zukko, Angel Alvarado, Murmur, and Rayo take on the team of Sincerely Tommy Seto, Shaun Cannon, Jimmy Starz, Cassius Cash Carter, and the Big AC.
Man tag team action. And what a team we have so far with Big AC, Cassius Cash Carter, Tommy Seto, Jimmy Starz, Shaun Cannon, the Misused. Some of Boom Hayden, Brandon Holman's close friends.
We really have to test to see if the ring is supported for this match. Big AC himself already putting tears in the eyes of the ring post just to hold his ass up.
How did I draw the short straw and get stuck with you two?
Oh, you should be happy we're here. First of all, Joe, let me apologize for what I had to leave you here with in the previous match.
That's all right. No, it's an honor. Don't get me wrong. It's an honor to work next to Timmy Baltimore. Right? A little bit of an attitude. He has understanding to do about the top G. Ricky over here has been completely disrespectful. I don't expect nothing less than that.
We should just cut his mic off.
No, it's fine. I want to hear his voice. I want to hear him squirm around for answers. Team 2, though.
I want to talk about hotheads.
Ageless one, Ronnie Zukko, back for his 20th year.
Back and better than ever, Joe. I'll give him credit where credit is due.
He's back. He's back. I wouldn't say better than ever. He's definitely back, though.
And as we said, he's probably in the best shape of his life.
Well, if round was a shape, then you are right.
Wow.
There's Rayo back from the grave.
He's not in Joe Key's shape, right?
No, that is unachievable.
Not a lot of people can be in Joe Key's shape. I'll give him that.
A mystery prize box. Well, color me intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. Top G doesn't play games like this, but the Top G do love some surprises. Surprises you won't see, though, my Hustlers tonight when they run it on Demarcus Kane.
I can't wait to see that match. I know you've been training the Hustlers for a while now to destroy the champion.
It's almost embarrassing what they're about to do to the champion of this company. Personally, I think it should be scratched from the record, just so we don't have the title smeared that badly. You know what? This match is coming up. I'm not going to ruin any surprises for you gentlemen. You just got to sit tight and watch. Meanwhile, 10-man action, a lot of mass, a lot of humanity.
Exactly right.
I wouldn't be seeing the ring with any of these guys. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, be careful, Joe. You may have to step in the ring with one or two of these guys.
That's true. Battle Royals do happen.
You've been in the ring with a few of these individuals on numerous occasions.
Watch out for that Ryan Zukko, though. He's a hothead.
I could watch from him from afar. I'm in the main event. Ryan's not going to see that spot for a long time.
And it will be Ryan Zukko starting this match.
Against a returning Tommy Seto, former MCW Tag Team Champion.
What is with this crowd? I've never heard the crowd get behind the Top G like this before. I don't know what these characters have that I don't.
They don't have anything that you have, actually.
Are you okay with this one? This chant is for Brandon. It's for Dynamo.
Yeah, I understand. I think we're playing it out a little much.
Said Ryan starting it out, taking the center of the ring.
Show of respect.
I wouldn't trust him.
Tommy or Ryan?
Oh, the disrespect. Ryan, you cannot take that standing. First of all, I would never let a man get that close to me without throwing fists. But that's the inexperience from Zukko.
Right. I told you he's a hothead, man. Listen, as great as Ryan Zukko can become, his attitude gets in the way.
Yes. Solid headlock takedown.
And Joe, you've been in the ring with Ryan Zukko before.
I have.
I mean, like you said, he's a hothead.
Oh, see?
Little overconfident sometimes.
What would Joe Keys do if Ryan Zukko slapped him in the face like that?
Broke his nose and throw him over the guardrail to his mother, and you could take him off the patient first where he belongs. In the front row.
I feel like you've thought about that before.
I thought about that about a lot of people in the locker room. That's why I sit alone in the corner with my boys.
I can give you a list. Start with Ricky Owens.
Ricky Owens is not sitting in my locker room. Tommy Seto taking control.
Zukko in control with that wrist. See if Seto's got to realize he's got 4 men he can tag.
Ooh, the disrespect. Show me something, Ryan. Show me something, Ryan.
It doesn't take much to rile up Ryan Zukko, let me tell you.
Yeah, but when he gets fired up, he tends to make a few mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh! But he also gets extremely fired up, and he's taking the fight to Seto.
atomic drop.
Ooh.
Oh, and a return slap.
Oh, you're seeing stars on that one, Seto.
Sounds like you like the disrespect. At least giving it, not receiving it.
The Top G's lessons are all built around respect. You cannot be a respected individual unless you earn it. And these individuals right here, for one, are not earning my respect.
Oh!
High and tight.
This match might be over.
Yeah, I think Starz thought the same thing.
Tommy needs to make a tag quick.
Immediately.
You're welcome, Tommy. You're welcome.
Human vertebrae can only take that much. And there's the tag. There's the tag.
Yeah, may have heard you there, Joe.
And the Cassius Cash Carter.
Oh. Big body slam from the Death Sensation Murmur.
Who we haven't seen in a while.
Oh! What with all these guys stealing my moves?
I was going to ask you that question.
Body slams, knee drops, and shoulder tackles. This is patented Top G moves.
Clearly, they've been watching your tapes.
If they want to be successful.
It's the only tapes to watch. Double whip off again. Double flapjack. Ooh, powerful. Not that they'd be able to lift me off my feet.
No, I don't think so. Tag made. In comes Shaun Cannon.
Old phone. Ooh.
Former
Block.
MCW Tag Team Champion.
Yes, I was. 4 times. Thank you. Impressive. These are 2 guys I've beaten many times before, I may add. Tagging another individual I've beaten before.
I remember those.
I don't. There's so many of them.
That's the win-loss record of Joe Keys is
impressive flip. Another tag out to another guy beaten.
Tag out to a man that we haven't seen in a few months, Angel Alvarado.
Doesn't look like he's lost his step, though.
Outside of what, maybe Big AC, I think he may have beaten everybody in this match. At some point?
Honestly, I can't remember. We'll just
many.
go with the safe assumption and say yes.
Yes. Ricky Owens would know when we cut his mic off.
I'm still here. I'm just letting you guys do your thing. Might as well. Not gonna barely get a word in here.
It's better that way.
Alvarado trying to fight out of the corner. He's in the wrong part of town right now.
Exactly. He needs to fight out of that corner, especially if you're in the grasp of the Big AC.
This ain't gonna be good. Oh!
Didn't even need to get in the ring for that cover.
Quick kick. That was a Top G clothesline.
Boy, Joe, you ever thought about recruiting the Big AC?
Can you afford Big AC with Cassius's money?
What? All I need is 2 Baconators. What are you talking about?
Oh my God!
You know we might hear this, right?
So glad you can say that because I certainly can't.
Oh!
I guess you could call that stalling. Really made him think about that one.
Oh, we got the ambulance stand.
Well, he definitely needs the big Top G's training.
Tag made. In comes Jimmy Starz, another former tag champion. We've had some wars with Jimmy Starz in the past.
Many times. That veteran experience, Jimmy Starz cutting the ring off.
And he feels like, well, been misused, honestly. And you know what? I agree with them. They should be higher on the pedestal, in my opinion.
And look, doing exactly what you had mentioned there, Cradle. Getting in the head of Ryan Zukko, the hothead.
Who will cost his team every chance he gets.
You see veteran players on the apron like Shaun Cannon and Jimmy Starz will notice that. Pick that target apart. Ryan Zukko will cost his team this match if he can't control his temper.
Definitely needs to listen to that former heavyweight champion and Ronnie Zukko.
No, he needs to listen to Top G and control his emotions like I teach.
Cassius in there right now. Look at that beautiful back elbow. Making it rain.
Terrible placement off the ropes, sending a guy to the opponent's corner. Top G doesn't teach that.
Yeah, but notice Ryan did not make that tag, though.
Again, getting into the head. He was so focused on getting back at Jimmy Starz that he missed an opportunity to help his partner out.
See, Ricky, these are the things that you learn when you sit here under the tutelage of Joe Keys.
My hustlers would not have made that mistake. My hustlers would have been in their clearinghouse right now stacking bodies.
How many victories have the Hustlers had?
How many matches have they had with me? However many matches that is, that's how many victories they've had.
He's not right. I mean, he's right, definitely. not
No,
wrong.
stick to that first one there, Kratos.
No, he's
Go
not
ahead.
wrong. He's not wrong. Anytime the Hustlers have teamed up with Joe Keys, they come out with their hands raised.
Oh, Cassius holding on.
Yeah, good on Cassius.
I think what Ricky's trying to allude to is the fact that when you're not there.
That's
Makes
later.
the
This is
tag.
now Rayo. Tag into Tommy Seto.
The drop kick to the face.
Oh, the knee right off the chin of Tommy Seto.
Yeah, but Misused is in the ring right now.
Double arm drag, very impressive from the Incan.
Oh! That stiff kick right to the gut.
Nothing fancy about that.
And the move, I love the Ectorage, but now this match may be breaking down.
Break it down. The Ageless one, Ronnie Zukko, taking him to the outside. Oh!
Murmur also being dragged to the outside.
Ow.
Oh! Double super kick to Big AC.
Stay on him, stay on him.
Oh, no
There
way.
it goes. Oh, my goodness. Impressive.
Not very often you see the Big AC taking off his feet.
And now it's Ryan Zukko with Cassius Cash Carter.
And those
Big
left-hand
windup.
jabs, that elbow off the top of the head. And you heard it, for Boom, taking Cassius out to the outside.
Uh-oh, look at Zukko. What's he thinking here?
He's letting the crowd get to his head.
Yeah, we don't see this too often from Ryan Zukko.
Oh, no, what is he doing?
We
What
don't
is he
see
doing?
him fly too often. Oh!
Misused but not misplaced. That elbow right under the jaw.
Beautiful elbow from Jimmy Starz, who dumps
Sends him
Zukko to the floor.
Sends him to his destination regardless.
Looks like Starz has something in mind.
Yeah, I think he's going to go off the top.
Well, yeah, but he's got to pay attention to who's in the ring with him. Oh!
Not the way he wanted to go off the top, though.
What is he doing? What is
Yeah,
he doing?
he wanted to follow
do
Joe's
not-
tutelage and always be in control.
Do not take that shirt off.
Wait, what's Zukko? What
is
he
he
thinking?
doing?
Come on, Ronnie.
How often do we see Ronnie
No,
fly?
never, never, never.
And Ronnie flies off the
Oh, my-
top!
Bodies everywhere.
I think that's the first time that we've ever seen the senior Zukko go off the top rope.
At least in about 15 years. And now
Seto is left alone in the ring.
with Rayo,
Yeah.
who's going up to the top rope.
Oh! Met him with a super kick.
Boy, if Seto's in it to win it. Go for that
Counter.
tilt-the-world backbreaker.
Oh, took his legs out. Oh, knee right off the chin.
Oh, he might be knocked out right now, Ricky.
Maybe knocked out, but Rayo's going to make sure of it. Lightning
Oh!
kick.
Oh! They got him.
Kick to the head.
Team Dynamo victorious.
Hold
Oh,
on,
but wait
hold
a
on, look at
second.
him,
Starz
look
is
at him.
taking the package.
Yeah, that was supposed to go to the winner.
Jimmy Starz has always been known as a minor kleptomaniac. Celebratory dance. The package better have been worth the loss.
They're going after him right now.
I still find it so hard to talk about Boom, because it's strange. It's strange walking into MCW and not seeing him here. He was the epitome of work ethic. He was the first person to be here, and you'll probably hear this a lot, but he was the first person to be here and the last person to leave. I have a lot of stories, and I thought it'd be easier to talk about this by now, but it's not. It's so hard to have a friend in this business. It's so hard to be nice in this business. And Boom was nice and a great friend to everyone. Unapologetically himself to everyone, no matter what. I remember he loves the airplane spin. I hate being dizzy. And every time I would see him, he would give me this big old hug and put me in a fireman's carry and spin me around until I'm like almost throwing up. But like that was his way of welcoming me back, saying hi, and making me feel included still. Me and Boom started together, which is crazy to think about. Me and him walked into MCW together in the same training class, and I remember how intimidating it was to be in MCW, to look at Bruiser and Ken and everybody else who was already miles ahead of me at that time. And there's Boom, super excited to be there, already introducing himself and just being Boom, being himself. And I'm almost like in the back, kind of hiding. And he and I shared a link where he and I were in private schools growing up, and his wrestling team faced my wrestling team. So we kind of already had a connection and kind of knew each other in a way. So I kind of kept myself with him because I was too shy to talk to anyone else. And he knew that, and he would always talk to me. And I remember I had to go back to college, so I didn't get to finish my full first couple months of training. And I was telling him how like I wasn't excited to go back to school because go to school, right? Because no one's gonna know me. I'm not gonna have any friends going to college. I'm going on my birthday and no one's like, I'm probably only gonna get happy birthday messages from family, but like I knew how lonely I was going to feel when I was going. And I told him that. And we weren't even super close at the time, but I told him this because I just was dreading going to school at that time. And he took the time to send me happy birthday on my birthday when I was not feeling myself. And that meant so much to me. A simple happy birthday message meant so much to me. But that's the type of guy he was. He was so nice, and he didn't need to be, but he just was. I need him here to spin me around in a circle. I need him here to put a smile on my face because it's not the same without him here anymore. It really isn't. And I miss him. He is so missed. But he's still here. I can feel his motivation. I can feel that work ethic, just that aura of the Brandon Holman work ethic whenever I walk in here still. But it's not the same without seeing him. One more story that means so much to me, and it's that he was the one that kind of kick-started my confidence and being a wrestler here. When it was time to test and see if I was ready to be on shows, whether it was here or anywhere else, I got to have my first like practice match with him, and I was so nervous on impressing, the coaches here, and I was thinking of ways I can keep things simple and not go too crazy or anything like that, because I just wanted to show the coaches that I had been listening and training and things like that. But he was like, "No, Alex, you gotta show them. They're watching because you want to show them what you're made of." And he helped put together a really fun match that I still remember. And I got to do some cool little things here and there to show them what I was made of. And if it weren't for what he said, and if it weren't for how he respected me and treated me and guided me through that match, I don't think I would have been a wrestler. I don't think I would have been able to find that confidence to show them who I am. So thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Dynamo runs the show.
When I first met Boom, he was wearing a wife beater, some pants, and a mullet. I've never seen anyone with a mullet before, so that took me by surprise. And then his personality, that also took me by surprise, because I've never met anyone as out there as he was. When I first started training, I was really, really, really bad. I did not think I was gonna make it. I was doubting myself a lot, went through a lot of tears, and you know who was always there? Boom. And I am lucky enough to have met who Brandon was, the real Brandon. And he gave me so much courage to keep going. He'd always pull me aside. He'd say, "I was worse than you when I first started. If I can do it, you can do it." And I was like, "No way, you're lying," because he was so good. And everyone said, yeah, he was worse than me, which is crazy to even think. And he'd always tell me, keep going, don't quit. Even when I did quit, he was like, don't quit, like keep going. Always gave me words of encouragement. And I remember, since I was really shy, I was really quiet. So he pulled me to the mats and he put me in a headlock. He was like, growl like an animal. It's like, what? He said, I want you to growl like a tiger. And I started laughing because I felt embarrassed. I was like, no way he's actually gonna make me growl like a tiger. And then he started doing it, and then he put a legit headlock on me, so I had no choice. And then he was like, yeah, that's right, like keep doing that. And I was like, I had no choice, like you actually are like hurting, like it hurts. And then he was like, exactly, so act like it hurts. That's what you need to sound like all the time. And that really helped. Now I'm not shy about that. And the times that we went out, we didn't really go out much together, but whenever we did, it was quite the experience. Like, I have a video on my phone of him doing this dance move in the bar. And I was like, hey, I can join in. I tried it, and the first thing he did was clown me. He was like, you have the worst rhythm I've ever seen. It's like, okay, thanks. And he just did it by himself in the middle of the crowd, and then people joined in. Like, that's the type of energy that Brandon had, that you could still feel. And then one of the last things that he ever said to me was, after we had finished a drill, I could barely do it, but I got through it. It was a really tough drill. He pulled me aside. He said, Tiana, I'm so proud of you. Because even you from a year ago would not have made it through. You would have quit not even halfway through. I am so proud of how far you've come. And, sorry. He was like, I mean it. Like, I want you to take what I say, like, seriously, because I would not say this if I didn't mean it. And he said, I swear, if you tell anyone that I know how to be nice, I will come after you. I'm sorry, but everyone has to know how nice you were, Brandon. I wish he was still here. And this really sucks. He was like an annoying big brother to me. And he'd always call me E.T. because I'd wear this really oversized hoodie and put a hood on, and it had like 2 points on it. And I will cherish our friendship forever. I love you, and I miss you, Brandon.
MCW fans, it is now time to see what you, the fans, have chosen as the stipulation for the matchup between the Mushmaster Tim Spriggs and Big Papa Joppa Ken Dixon. As a reminder, your options for this matchup were A, a blindfold match, B, a bull rope match, C, a lumberjack match, or D, a stairway to hell. And the winning stipulation is the Stairway to Hell!
Every stairway is a stairway to hell for me.
Who picked this match?
The MCW fans, the MCW faithful.
This is good as letting Ricky Owens pick this match. Why in the world we let the fans pick this match?
I did pick this match. I voted for this.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I wanted to see some blood.
So now we got weapons coming down here. They're going to be hung in various places in this building.
Yeah, they're hung all over the RJ Meyer Arena.
And they can be all kinds of weapons. I see a trash can. I see a crutch, which I might need later on.
I see a metal toolbox. I see students in the ring. Can we use those as weapons?
If you put that metal toolbox up there, I'm giving some nice.
I see quite a few toolboxes.
So this is what you wanted, Ken? This is what the people decided? I figured they would. See, that's why I'm here. In this dusty, dirty, decrepit, nasty-ass alley. This is probably the place that you grew up in. Just from the way you look and the way you smell. This is probably where exactly you learned how to fight. That's why you're so dirty. That's why you take all these cheap shots against me. But you know the difference between me and you is that I'm an actual fighter. I'm actually well trained. I didn't learn how to train in some back alley to scratch people's eyes and bite them. I'm an actual martial artist. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt world champion. I spent my days, my entire youth, learning how to kill people with my bare hands. Now you're probably stealing car radios, knocking over old ladies, but I'm an actual fighter, and it doesn't matter what these people picked. when I get my hands on you, you're gonna have no choice but to quit or to die. So I want to say thank you to all the MCW fans, because I finally have an excuse to commit murder against somebody that's been sticking his nose in my business for too long. So Ken, where you want your ashes, son, I suggest you put them right where you started your life, your career, and you learn how to fight. Right here in this dirty ass alley in some strip mall in Joppa.
As I pull into the building here, I can't help but, man, I didn't want to pull this Band-Aid off, man. I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to keep it to myself because I'm just starting to, like, kind of come to terms with what everything is, and it's not about me tonight. It's about you, Boom. It's about you. It's about your family. It's about the family you chose, the family you were born into. We're all here tonight to celebrate you. I saw so much of myself in you, Boom. That's why I wanted you with me. Because this stuff wasn't easy for guys like us. But we kept showing up. We kept putting in the work. And we were getting where we needed to go. We're going where we need to go. Because you're in here. You're in here with me, Boom. You will always be in here with me. But to stay on task, tonight, in the Bruiser Dome, in front of the world. Tim, I see a little bit of myself in you too, big dog. Now, I know that I don't come from a fancy dojo and a martial arts background like you, Tim, but I do see a little bit of myself in you. No matter what stipulation that these fine people pick tonight in the house that Dixon built, I'm gonna see this size 11 go so far up your ass that the water on my knee is gonna quench your thirst, big dog. No matter what stipulation. And you're gonna find out that violence always finds a way, big dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are faint of heart, if you have a weak stomach, you may want to take 5. Because we are about to witness an absolute massacre. And I don't think MCW is big enough for both of these men as they take that walk down the stairway to hell. At the top of the food chain, here in MCW, hell in the entire professional wrestling landscape, the Mushmaster, the greatest grappler alive, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, sits and reigns supreme. But there's a man who has a pinfall victory over him, and that's the man he's about to face. The franchise player here at MCW. Plunder abound. Weapons hanging from the ceiling. This could be a bloodbath.
Oh,
wait a second! Is that Cassius from the damn match previously?
It sure is. He stayed out here the entire time.
I'm going to say that was a genius, a brilliant maneuver, Creedle.
Oh, no doubt. Trying to give his man, the Mushmaster, the advantage, but Ken Dixon is fighting back here.
Violence always finds a way, and it has found its way to the MCW's Dynamo Runs the Show event.
There's a reason that there has only been 4 previous Stairway to Hell matches in the 26 years of MCW. This is one of our most violent matchups that's reserved for feuds like this between the Mushmaster and Big Papa Joppa.
Let's call it what it is, a blood feud.
Oh, most definitely. You can see the weapons hanging from the ceiling right now, and then all of those weapons are legal in this match, depending on which competitor can grab what weapon.
This started off as an exhibition, just an attraction type of confrontation, and it has turned into something very personal. Ken Dixon, the street fighter, the brawler.
Yeah, this is definitely Ken's matchup.
Trying to rip the gi off.
Oh, looking for that Dragon Sleeper, maybe. Tim Spriggs.
Trying to rip the head off.
A well-oiled machine. This is like a sledgehammer versus a surgical scalpel.
Ken Dixon will never, and I mean never, out-wrestle Tim Spriggs.
But he doesn't need to in this matchup. There are no rules. There's weapons abound. Ken can do anything he wants in this matchup, but so can the Mushmaster.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. Ken went to the eyes. It looked like Spriggs had him in full guard, and Ken knew he was in serious peril.
Look at this. Take that trash can lid right across the back, and again, Ken Dixon nailing the Mushmaster.
Yeah, that gi isn't protecting all that much. Oh, that definitely didn't.
Right on the face, and Spriggs is on the floor.
Tim Spriggs has journeyed through his life, always picked first, always a champion, rose to the top of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And look at Dixon asking the crowd, which weapon should I grab first? Looks like he's going.
I think for that bull rope.
I think he is with the cowbell on it.
And then
that was an option.
Tim Spriggs has rose to the top in MCW and wrestling as well, but Ken Dixon had to crawl his way, fight his way to the top, and he's going to fight his way maybe out of this match, and he's fighting for his life.
Are you trying to say that everything was given or handed to Tim Spriggs?
I'm saying he's always been the prom queen, so to speak. He's never, ever been second place, and it's a humbling experience, but there's one thing as you see Tim Spriggs smashing that can over the back of Big Papa Joppa. There's one thing that's more dangerous than Tim Spriggs, and that's a pissed off, angry Tim Spriggs.
Don't make it like Ken Dixon had a hard time getting up here. He was given a silver spoon too, if you remember correctly.
Well, he's paid the price. A broken neck, trying to muscle over Spriggs.
Yeah, he doesn't know when to quit.
And he still feels the effects of that injury. He hides it well, but you'll see
Tim can't hide what just happened to him.
No,
riding that barricade now to the outside.
As he purposely tries to injure Tim Spriggs. And you two are sitting over here being happy about it.
This is nothing
I'm
glorious
sick and tired
about.
of the glory hell that Ken Dixon has become.
Well, he's been through a lot, Cradle. He's had some wars in this arena.
Oh, we're supposed to just give it to him? Oh, here you go. Ken Dixon this, Ken Dixon that.
Ken, I believe, just gave a shot to the back of the Mushmaster. I believe with a steel chair.
Let's not forget about their last confrontation, one-on-one. Ken Dixon was able to, let's be honest here, steal that win with the skin of his teeth.
Exactly, gave Tim Spriggs, his first official loss, and not to mention the fact Dixon kind of played a hand in Spriggs losing the tag titles.
Yes, he did. And did you just see Tim Spriggs literally get launched into the wall here at the RJ Meyer Arena?
Well, the lights are on, and we can see the violence unfolding in living color.
It's getting real dangerous real quick.
Oh, it's been dangerous, Cradle. Ever since Tim Spriggs tore up that back locker room after suffering that loss, this thing has been dangerous. It's been personal. And Tim Spriggs is not used to fighting this kind of...
he's got like 4 chairs!
The chairs stacked like a double-stuffed Oreo. Damn it!
And look at Cassius staying so far away from that brutal beating that Spriggs is taking.
Can you blame him? You got a wild man back there swinging 4 chairs at one time.
Cassius should probably call an Uber and get the hell out of Joppa.
Oh, Dixon looking to give Spriggs a tour around the RJ Meyer Arena.
He was loving this.
The history of violence, another chapter being etched.
You got 50 weapons in the ring, and you still got to take them outside. He's using a shopping cart, by the way.
Let's not forget, Dixon at one point almost tore down the RJ Meyer
no!
to get the heavyweight championship. Now he's just doing this out of hatred for the Mushmaster.
Clean up on aisle 5, Dixon.
He just dumped Spriggs right on the floor and now the chair again. Tim Spriggs is getting beat down right here on the floor.
Tim Spriggs does not want to find himself in this situation. He wants to be in the middle of that ring and be able to apply some sort of submission maneuver. He doesn't want to exchange blows. Not out here where the plunder and the weaponry is so available.
Definitely not, but guys, I don't know if you noticed, I think Dixon, he was trying to take out the knee of the Mushmaster.
Right.
There may be a target on there.
He can't walk right now.
House lights are back down. Oh man, catching him with the jagged edge of that. Oh!
God, how good can you walk when you're on the receiving end of that ladder?
I mean, we know about this, Creedle. Those jagged edges, those sharp edges, they can split flesh like a zipper, damn it.
Yes, it can.
Look at
yes,
this.
it can. Any sharp edge can split either one of these gentlemen.
Tim Spriggs finding himself in peril.
Oh!
And Dixon just went splat on top of the stage.
No give to that stage whatsoever, and now Dixon's feeling the pain. And gentlemen, what's Dixon holding right now? The back of his neck.
Yeah, you know that stage, there, like you said, there's no give. That jolt. Oh, wow. Mushmaster using his black belt to just whip the flesh off of Dixon.
Do what his parents should have done to him 35 years ago.
Leaving the black to whip the black and blue onto Ken Dixon from that black belt. The Mushmaster, he's finding the song in his heart, and I'll tell you what, it is a violent, ugly, scary duet between blood, gore.
Spriggs looks like he has a plan.
I was going to say, it looks like he wants to suplex him on the floor.
Looking for that exploder off the stage to the concrete.
Spriggs is a trained fighter. He has surgical precision. He is very deliberate. He always has a plan, and right now it may not be going accordingly. Oh wow, chop block there to Dixon. I thought maybe he'd be going for the neck, that well-documented injury, but no surprise that
it doesn't matter where Spriggs goes after. He can injure a new body part.
Exactly. Like you said, he has the precision in there. Will pick apart any body part that he can get his hands on.
See that belt? Like you said, Creedle, what color is it? What color is the damn belt?
Black.
There's no higher ranking in martial arts than that black belt. The man got as high as he could, hit the glass ceiling in the world of mixed martial arts, and said, well, time to go conquer another world. Time to go become top dog in another platform, in another medium, in another racket.
And Ken Dixon's having trouble walking as well now.
This is one of those clash of personalities, egos, cultures, lifestyles, where it makes you wonder, Ricky, is MCW big enough for the both of these individuals?
No, and that's exactly why we're in this situation. That's exactly why the fans voted Stairway to Hell. They believe that Dixon and Spriggs cannot coexist here in MCW. And now one of them may not make it out of here alive.
Not at all. Look at what's in the hands of the Mushmaster.
Mushmaster retrieving a table from underneath the ring, and again,
that wasn't even hung up.
Pinfall or submission are the only means of victory. And Cassius,
maybe getting a little too close to a laser-focused Tim Spriggs.
Yeah, stay out of his way.
Tim Spriggs becomes like a tiger shark in there. When he's zoned in, his eyes turn black as the abyss. Onyx black. Oh, well, that's not classy.
Yeah,
that's what he thought about that.
Exactly. Oh, now he's going to choke him out with it.
Oh, wow, look at just twisting around Dixon's body.
It's hard to have sympathy, though, for Ken Dixon. He has certainly left his own trail of bodies and trauma in the middle of that ring in these matches.
Yeah, let's not forget the history of violence with Ken Dixon, the wars he's had in this arena. Not to mention, Dixon has already been in a Stairway to Hell once before. He faced off against the OG, the Blackjack Tripper Drolix. That's a whole nother monster that he's faced.
That is another conversation for another time. The Blackjack Tripper he's been in the war with. The Bruiser he's been in a war with.
Now he's in a war with the Mushmaster.
Ooh, that
was
kick may have been a little low.
What do you mean may been?
Well, the soul of that boot, you know,
That may have been desperation from Ken, though.
Ken appears to be, as he's turning his back to the table, trying to institute some sort of, oh my God, watch that chain.
You see the sweat fly?
Did you see the chain coming back and forth, almost swung into the ear and eye of Tim Spriggs? It looks like Ken, who's in fantastic shape.
What's he thinking
Maybe thinking a superplex of sorts. I don't want to assume or jump the gun.
Let's just assume that he wants to put him through the table.
Yeah, let's just assume this could end bad for both competitors. Dixon, that trademark fighting spirit. Absolute pit bull.
He's hell-bent on getting this superplex.
Oh! Gut first through the table goes Dixon!
And we might have a new injury for Ken Dixon.
Splinters flying. Furniture destroyed.
Like you said, Cradle, the metal underneath the table, the wood, just digging into the flesh of Big Papa Joppa.
It's like a damn.
Come on, Spriggs, turn him over.
Shooting that half. Spriggs splayed on top. Ken Dixon, not a lot of wind, not a lot of authority behind that kick out. No, it wasn't 3.
But do you really think that Spriggs cares? That just means that he gets to dish out more punishment to Dixon.
Spriggs has been waiting for this moment, waiting for his redemption, waiting for his revenge, and it may come in the form of some weaponized. Isn't it crazy? It's like a hat on a hat for Tim Spriggs to have a weapon. He's a freaking walking weapon himself.
And that's bad news for Ken.
That hatred, that vitriol. Oh, was that low?
Forehead off the trash can.
Venom, vitriol.
And I think that with Mushmaster on that top rope trying to get that trash can down, gave Dixon the time he needed to get back in this thing.
Way too much recovery and respite time for Big Papa Joppa. You're absolutely right. We're gonna
bring in the ears of the Mushmaster inside that trash can.
And he's got a prescription. He's got a fever, and he needs more damn cowbell. Did I get that right?
I think that's how it goes.
Bit of a dated reference.
This is before Ricky's time.
Way before.
Nothing dated about this ass whooping. It is timeless. Reversing out. Wow, what a forearm shiver.
Yeah,
fancy about that.
Yeah, just dropped Ken with one forearm.
Did you see how he measured Dixon? And just splayed out. Dixon isn't moving. I think he may have gotten the white flash, may have been knocked out temporarily.
I'm Spriggs, I'd go up and get those crunches. Hey, where's he?
If I'm
he's getting a weapon.
I mean, this is interesting tactics. I would think Spriggs may want to just choke out Ken at this moment. But he's opting for more punishment.
He's right for the picking. Oh! A huge mistake by Tim Spriggs, and the chair just ricocheted right back in Spriggs' face.
Suffers the effects of his own trap. Spriggs now seeing stars.
Yeah, but look, Dixon struggling to just make it to his feet.
This has been brutal. This has been ugly. This has been everything we expected it to be and more.
Dixon just kicked the weapon out of the ring.
There we go. Vintage. Trademark Ken Dixon honoring the bruiser.
Oh, and on top of the trash can lid.
Right.
That bruise plex onto those jagged edges.
And that's the thing, gentlemen, as the lid of the trash can itself, as it gets more beaten down, it becomes more dangerous with those jagged edges.
You're just asking for trouble. It's just an accident waiting to happen.
And that trash can become a favorite of Ken Dixon. Smart move there by Spriggs.
He said enough's enough. Look at it looks like Spriggs' maybe eardrum got popped. He's favoring that ear.
Ooh.
That right ear.
Yeah, well, now he may be favoring the forehead. That cowbell just going right off the noggin of the Mushmaster. Oh, snap power slam.
Forearm across the orbital bone, the cover. This could do it.
Oh.
Almost almost a 3 count right there. Spriggs able to get the right shoulder up.
Yeah, that cowbell may have dimmed the lights of the Mushmaster. That power slam almost put him away.
This is the time for Ken Dixon to pounce, to put a stake through the heart of the Mushmaster. Hold on.
Dixon's looking for something.
I thought he had his eye on Cassius, but nope, he's got his chair in there. See that? Look at Spriggs. He's trying to shake off some sort of injury, maybe to that eye or ear, some sort of cranial.
I don't know if Spriggs knows where he's at.
No, he's kind of got that.
He knows where he's at now.
That zombie man walk, doesn't he?
Oh, wait a second. Dixon turned his back.
Taking way too long.
Man, what's Dixon focused on?
Oh! Well, now he's going to be focusing on those ribs.
He should have been focused on the Mushmaster.
I think he thought he had Tim Dixon down for the count. I think Tim Spriggs. I'm thinking he thought, did Ken Dixon, that he had enough time to lay out another plan of violence, but it has backfired. And with another beautiful textbook vertical suplex, Ken Dixon is down, and Tim Spriggs asserting his authority.
Spriggs is looking around. He's decided to use a chair.
Yeah, looking for what he can use to deliver more punishment to Big Papa Joppa. But you see, Dixon, even while he's down, always fighting back.
There's almost like a fogginess that you can see in wrapping the minds and thoughts of both competitors that they're in both a bad way.
What's
Dixon,
in there?
Yeah, Dixon's got the toolbox. Well, he's got a lot of toys in there that he would love to play with in the Stairway to Hell.
Right now, he's got duct tape.
It's like Christmas morning for Ken Dixon, this type of match. We've seen this plenty of times. That duct tape.
The duct tape, he's got the ring skirt. Oh!
That apron being drugged behind like a shotgun blast. Chair across the spinal cord of the Mushmaster.
We need new chairs in this place.
Yes, we do.
We need we're dealing like Jurassic Park. These men are like dinosaurs. They're giants. We got to be here alive. Hold on, no way.
Oh, wait a minute. What is he thinking? What the hell is wrong with Dixon?
Dixon looks like he took a trip to Guantanamo Bay.
Dixon is a damn psychopath when you unleash him in this type of environment.
Cassius, get in there and do something and stop this.
Here we go.
You thirsty there, Mushmaster?
He is waterboarding.
Dusting off an old favorite.
Much to the appreciation of the MCW fan base.
I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, neither does Cassius. That's why he's in the ring.
Finally.
And Tim Spriggs almost being drowned under that waterboard situation. Look at Cassius taking advantage, going to work on that neck.
Yeah, he saw. Oh! The famouser from Cassius probably should have gotten there earlier. Maybe it would have saved Tim Spriggs some trouble.
Oh, I can't believe you actually agree with me now.
Well, I think, not the bravest of individuals is Cassius Cash Carter, waiting for his moment, trying to pick the bones. What the hell is he looking for?
I don't know, but now he's seen him take over this match at Cassius.
Take over the match? Uh-oh!
I see him up on the shoulders of Dixon with his best move!
Dixon hits the best move, his best move, rather.
Oh, what's in his hand?
Yes, that is what it's called.
What the hell is that?
Is that a beer?
I don't think that's a beer.
Oh, it's a can.
A can of
A
what?
Dick Dynamo's,
The can of beans?
The can of beans! Ugh.
Oh, is he what?
Pork and beans. Oh,
no. Oh, my God.
Down the Gucci drawers of Cassius Carter. Oh, boy.
No, don't suplex him on it. Oh.
Just pushing him so much deeper into Cassius and Tim.
Oh, no, nothing funny about that. Tim's got the heel hook. Oh, my God. Prime real estate. There's nothing for... He's got a tap. For the first time. Oh, my God. I'm going to say this. Anybody who is criticizing Ken Dixon for tapping, you've never been in a heel hook situation. He had no choice. Could have shattered his ankle.
Shattered his ankle. That could have ended Dixon's career.
Right, he had no choice but to give
Come
up.
on.
Oh, he's not done yet.
There you go.
Get some damn help out here. Ring the damn bell.
And now Ken Dixon's career could be over. And what the hell is this now?
Hey, come on, guys, get Spriggs off of it.
Spriggs like a rabid animal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Well, these guys made a mistake getting in the ring, don't you think?
Yeah, there may be nobody that can stop the Mushmaster.
Tim Spriggs is seeing red. And he has done and like you said, Creedle, done what so few have before, and that is make Big Papa Joppa quit. Something tells me that this will not be the last time I ever say this, Ricky, but we have a killer on our hands, and his latest victim is the MCW franchise, Ken Dixon. Get the toe tag, get the body bag.
So I first met Boom. In 2017. We were in the same training class together, and I hated him. I hated Brandon when I first met him because he was just so annoying. He would let a joke go on and on and on, and the jokes weren't even funny. So they were just annoying, but he wouldn't stop. So I really hated him for that. But he just kept coming back, you know? I thought he would have, because when you start training, people quit every other week, right? You start off with a class of like 15 people, and then a month later, you have half of that, if that. And I thought Brandon, every week I came in, I thought Brandon would have been done. But he just kept coming back. He didn't miss a training class until like 2020, 2021. He was there every day, 2 days a week for training, plus birthday parties, plus shows. He was so fucking stubborn. It's just weird because when I think of him, I remember his very first like character. Like, he had some rich kid character. It was like Billy Cash or something, I don't remember. That was like his very first character. And then he had a couple other ones I don't remember because they only lasted like a day or two. But then he found Boom Hayden with his stupid fire hat. It was a beanie with flames on it and matching sweatpants. That was his wrestling gear. And his gimmick was that he would wrestle like a big guy, and his catchphrase was, "I'm bigger than you." And it was so fucking stupid. It was so fucking stupid. Yeah, and then RJ gave him like a stuttering trailer park boy kind of thing, tighty whities. And that's when he debuted. I feel like I think I spent a good amount of time with him as that in wrestling. It's just crazy because that's how I remember him. Looking back at that, right? And I think of wrestling. But then I realized, oh yeah, I knew him as a person too. And he didn't really, I don't feel like I really got to know him, or I didn't really get to know him until probably around 2020. He was, I don't know, so stubborn. I think a lot of people talk about, I don't know, maybe you have so many stories about him and his beans. That man loved beans, bro. Jesus. Or he ate them. I don't know if he loved them, but he ate them every day. He got so jacked just from beans, eggs, and chicken, bro. None of it was seasoned. Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling here because I don't really know what I'm trying to say. But the most hardworking, stubborn, creative person I've ever met. And he was fucking crazy. In the best way possible. I remember... Okay, how about this? I'll just split it up into 3 stories. Or 3 points, I guess. I don't know. When I took my break from wrestling, I was gone for like a year and a half. This dude never missed a birthday. Every birthday I would get a text from him. And I don't know, like during a time where I was trying to distance myself from wrestling and trying to figure out who I was and what I wanted in my life and see who wanted to be a part of my life, he was there. And I'll never forget that. And then when I came back to wrestling, it was the Galena show where me and Shaun wrestled Thrash Society. And that was a lot of fun, wrestling with Boom. But I remember when we were setting up that show, the whole time we were putting the ring together, putting the seats together, and even when we were taking everything apart, he was talking about this new character called Dick Dynamo. And he was so excited about it. And he was so happy when me and a bunch of other trainees and like wrestlers made dick puns, right? Because his new name is Dick Dynamo. So we were saying stuff like, oh, you don't know Dick, or pro wrestling needs Dick. And he loved it. And he was glowing, and I could tell that Dick Dynamo meant a lot to him. And he put his heart into Dick Dynamo, man. If you're listening, Boom, I know Dick Dynamo meant a lot to you. But I will never stop calling you Boom. Boom is such a fitting name for you because you were so. You know how people say big things come in small packages, right? He wasn't the tallest guy. He wasn't, anything like that. But there was so much human in Boom. There was so much in Boom. And I don't think there's any other better word to describe it, to refer to him as. But yeah. Okay, two stories, and then I'll be done. Zakar probably told this story, so, but if not, I'll say it too. This is in 2020. I used to carpool with Zakar. So one day we finished training. Me and Zakar live in Virginia, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours with traffic drive here, right? We finish training, we drive all the way back to Virginia, and we get to our carpool spot where my car is. And then I realize I left my keys at MCW. My dumbass left my keys at MCW. So we hit up all the trainers, anyone we could think of to see if anybody had seen or picked up my keys. No one. It was midnight at this point. We got back to Virginia at like midnight. So Zakar reminds me that, oh, Boom lives pretty close to the school. Let's call him. He has a key. He can get in. Let's see if he can get it. We call Boom. He goes to check it out. He texts me that he has the key, and then he'll meet us at his house. Because by the time we get to Maryland, it's going to be 3 a.m. So we drive to Boom's house. You pull up in front of his house, and it's 3 a.m., pitch black, and there's no one else on the street. And then me and Zakar are looking at our phones, texting, calling Boom, hey man, where are you? No answer. And then suddenly we see someone pull up to my side of the window and slowly raise something up. And Zakar said, he told me he thought it was a gun, so he was freaking out. I kind of just froze up because it kind of freaked me out. And then I see it's my key, right? He raises it up. It's my key. So we slowly roll down the window, and we're just weirded out at this point by Boom. So we're just staring at him, like completely shocked. I take my key from him. He slowly walks away. He doesn't break eye contact with us. He's still looking at us as he's walking away. He turns his body, walks away, walks towards his house. He misses the curb and just eats shit. Just face plants onto the grass. And then at that point, all tension is gone. We're all dying laughing. And yeah. Whoa. And then another story. Okay. So there was a show in Hollywood. MCW had a show in Hollywood. And this is when me and Boom were still trainees. We were doing staff. I think Drolix had a street fight against somebody. But I think he wanted a baking sheet or a cookie sheet. Something to where it would have a satisfying sound when he hit somebody. So he pulled me and Boom aside. And Drolix gave us a $100 bill and said, there's a dollar store down the road. Go grab like cookie sheets, baking sheets, like nice thick ones that will bend when you hit somebody, and then give me the change back. I didn't drive that day, so Boom had to drive us, right? And that was the first and last time I ever got in the car with him behind the wheel. Because, holy shit, man. This dude, bro, like, his personality was all gas, no brakes, and that's exactly how he drove. So, we drive to the Dollar Tree. He's like full, like, he is like, his foot is going through the gas pedal at this point. He's going stupid fast, but whatever. We make it safely to Dollar Tree, buy the stuff, and then we get back. And anyone who has been to Hollywood knows that when you're driving from where the Dollar Tree was, where the Wawa and other food is, you have to drive past the fire department and make that U-turn so then you can make the turn into the fire department. So this dude, we're driving back, again, full steam ahead. And then he gets in the turn lane for the U-turn. And when there's, like, the car should be slowing down, so you prepare your body to feel the car slowing down. There was none of that. This dude, he did not step on the brakes. All he did was take his foot off the gas. I have never seen or felt anybody make a U-turn. I've never seen anyone pop a UE without stepping on the brakes, but that's exactly what this fucker did. Absolutely terrifying to be in the car with him. Also, whole time he's driving, he is white knuckle, like gripping that bitch, like white knuckles, like just like this. And then sometimes, if he gets bored, he'll just just randomly turn the wheel. I don't know, man. I think about you every day, bro. Every time I go to share a post on Instagram or Facebook, and you know the contact list pops up, you're still on there. I'll be scrolling Instagram, and I'll see a meme or a cool wrestling spot, and it'll say liked by Dynamo runs the show, and I'm just what? And then I realized, you know, Instagram's showing me a post from like January or March or something. But I feel like in those moments, it feels like you're still here, and you owe me a match, motherfucker. He texted me probably a month or two before he passed. He said he was taking a break from wrestling, but before the end of the year, he wanted to have a one-on-one with me because we had never wrestled one-on-one on a show. We had plenty of practice matches, but we never had a one-on-one. And he said before the end of 2024, he wanted a match with me. And you owe me one, man. I don't know if this will make it to air, but I go back to text in our thread, and I see so much of you, of when you were helping me process RJ's death. And, you know, I realize now after reading it, like everything you told me in that time is what I tell other people when I'm helping them go through something. You know, that death is a hard and complicated thing, and that you need to take your time and process it. And I was so mad at you. I was so mad at you when I first learned and I was first processing your death, because in my head, I was like, how dare you show me and teach me how to deal with death, but then leave. But, you know, that was just me being angry and coping with loss, because I can't imagine what you were going through, man. There was a day where a couple of days before RJ passed, we all stopped by his house to say our final goodbyes. That was really rough. But I remember a lot of us had parked our cars at MCW and carpooled over to RJ's house, or RJ's parents' house. When we came back, we were all saying our goodbyes to each other to head home. And I just remember seeing you in your car crying. And I checked up on you. We all checked up. It was me, from what I remember, me, Zakar, Danny Cruz, or me, Damon. It was me, Damon, Danny, and Eddie. And we all, you know, you opened the door, you told us you were fine, but, you know, we consoled you as much as you could, but you kind of put your walls up at that point. You didn't really want to talk about it, but I kind of regret, I really regret not just, you know, grabbing a seat in your car and just talk to me. I love you, man. I'm just glad you're not hurting anymore. I'm just really glad you're not hurting anymore because I can't imagine what you're going through, man. Thank you. Thank you, Boo. Thank you, Brandon. The amount of practice matches we had, the amount of time we spent together at training, that only means that you are the person that helped me learn the most through my wrestling journey. I learned with you, next to you, and because of you. And I can never thank you enough for that. And I fucking love you, man. So much. Boom, Dick, Brandon, I love you. I miss you. Can't wait to see you again in the future. Whenever that comes. But I wish you were here, man. Yeah. I love you, Boom.
Spriggs, congratulations on your victory.
You're damn right.
The Stairway to Hell match. Talk to me.
I run MCW just like I ran jiu-jitsu and just like I'm gonna run professional wrestling. Ken Dixon, you say you're Big Papa Joppa. Somewhere, somehow you thought that the bruiser passed down the crown to you. But little did he know in his infinite wisdom that there would be an athlete of my caliber to show up at MCW. World champion in jiu-jitsu, about to be world champion in every promotion that I go to. Let's start with MCW here. Next, what's next on the calendar?
I think it's Bruiser Strong, baby.
Oh,
you know what that means?
That means I'm gonna win. I'm gonna take the belt. And who knows? Maybe I might take the tag team titles back. Maybe I might get the television title as well. I want all the gold. Because all I see is gold, baby. So you go against the mismatch. The best you can do is second place.
I gotta get these beans on my neck.
The story of the night. Take your eyes off the prize. Checkmate. Wait, what? Teddy, what the hell are you doing?
He's in the ring.
Checkmate.
Teddy to suffer.
He ain't helping Teddy, that's for sure.
Sponge in the back changing his pants.
Uh-oh. And the checkmate to Teddy.
Teddy, did you see his leg?
The top G.
Wait, Joe Keys? Oh! He's attacking the champion and the challenger.
Joe, sometimes those hustlers can't do anything right. They should have given Keys the correct chair.
Both Bishop Khan and Demarcus Kane.
Stepping over the bodies, he ruined a very highly anticipated heavyweight title match. And it's apropos we were talking.
Phil, what's going on, man? I know. What's going on? You got to do something about this. Never in my 15 years of being in MCW have I had anyone disrespect me in any championship match I've been in. Do something about it, Phil. Do something about it.
Okay, I got it. We have an opportunity for you to get your hands on the Hustlers. How about at the Dick Dynamo Memorial Show on August 10th? It'll be you versus both of the Hustlers. But if either of the Hustlers are able to beat you, then Joe Keys gets a title opportunity down the road.
You know what? Anything to get my hands on them two punks.
All right.
Deal.
Well, we were honored earlier to have the top G himself. And here comes, they're, by the way, taking fall applications. The Hustlers of Hustler University.
Yeah, they may need to. They may be down 2 students after this matchup.
Well, if you want to swim with the big fish, you got to dive in the deep end. And there's no deeper waters than the MCW Heavyweight Champ.
MCW Heavyweight Championship.
Sponge having a little trouble getting up on that apron.
I just noticed that.
Joseph Keys, well, I was going to say he's brought these hustlers far along, but let's be honest. They've helped be like stepping stones for him to raise his own stock, to bring himself further along. Always barking orders. You know what he told the hustlers as they enter the ring? He goes, "You don't flex, I flex." You know, he's yelling at the ringside photographer.
I mean, let's be honest. Can you blame them? Look at Joe.
Yeah, the guy
It's just bulging out of that shirt.
I was going to say, even with the shirt on.
He is bursting at the seams. Buttons are not his friend. He has literally never been in greater, better shape.
He's got everything on the line in this match tonight.
If the Hustlers are victorious, the heavyweight title shot will be Joseph Keys in the future, but that's one hell of a mountain to climb.
The MCW Heavyweight Champion,
King Piece of the chess game will checkmate you. This is Demarcus Kane. 10 years. He has been on a tear in MCW, actually longer than 10 years.
I was going to say more than that.
And he finally reached that glory, reached the summit of the MCW heavyweight title when he defeated Robert Locke at Season's Beatings.
When he purged Robert Locke of the MCW Heavyweight Championship.
And purged MCW, Robert Locke in the trade, but it's not about the past. There's a reason that rear view mirrors are small and windshields are big. It's all about the future, and that future could be Joseph Keys, that man on the outside in that button-up shirt. If his Hustlers 2-on-1 are victorious against Demarcus Kane, and let us not forget the support Demarcus has out here, the MCW Women's Champ, Gia Scott, a very fruititious and beneficial professional relationship between these two.
Guys, have you ever seen videos of a cat playing with a mouse?
Yeah.
How they won't really kill it, but just kind of toy with it a little bit?
With a lion batting around a gazelle before it dies.
This is what you watch when you go home?
You know what Joseph Keys offering counsel to the Hustlers. That is Sponge.
Yeah, what do you want written on your tombstone?
Oh, goodness.
Usually I would say, okay, a 2-on-1 handicap match favors the two.
You don't drink Joe's water.
Oh. He might need some of that Joe water.
Joseph Keys is on the apron. Sponge in the yellow. Teddy. Just Teddy.
You really have problems telling them apart?
Well, it's for the fans.
They're both going to be roadkill in about 35 seconds.
Look at that, Demarcus. Barely even backed up, just letting them have at him.
Oh, my goodness. You know, this would be a good time to run right now.
Oh! Yeah, probably should have. You may still have your jaw in your face.
Look at Sponge.
You go, Sponge.
Boy, those reverse knife edge chops are finding the mark, ain't they?
Boy, oh boy. Sponge full head of steam.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, he tried.
If you don't succeed, goozling. Look at his hand. Demarcus Kane's hand. One hand wraps around the entire throat of Sponge. Sponge is up. Oh boy, Teddy. Teddy not looking like he's too eager to get back in the
Which
mix.
row will Sponge land in?
Oh my
I
God.
say Demarcus is making this look effortless. Oh! Almost driving Sponge through that mat.
Snatching Sponge out of the air like a gnat.
Oh. I can't believe Joe Keys' title shot depends on these two.
Cleaning the cleats on the face of Teddy. And not one piece, not one morsel, not one modicum of successful offense on the part of the Hustlers.
I don't know, Sponge, he
Sponge.
tried. And he's still trying. Yeah, but the only one who's going out is Teddy.
And through osmosis, I guess Joe Keys is hoping that he can somehow will his hustlers into some sort of advantage.
Oh, no.
What is happening?
Oh!
Sponge is dead.
Oh, my God.
Sponge is dead. He's roadkill, like you said. His face, like road rash, just scraped across that mat.
Sponge was 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the referee dive right in there real quick. And Joe Keys is really irate now. The shirt just came off.
Well, I mean, he knows that his title opportunity hangs in the balance of his hustlers. But now Teddy is just hanging in the grasp of the Kingpin.
Taking his time.
Yeah.
And checkmate!
Oh.
You can count to 1,000,000. No title shot for you, Joe.
I'll give them this. They tried, but I mean that there was no way that the hustlers could stand up to the Kingpin.
Demarcus Kane was staring a hole right through Joseph Keys while that pinfall was going down.
Demarcus Kane didn't even break a sweat.
Wow, Sponge is still trying.
Sponge is attacking the champion.
I'm surprised Sponge's head is still attached to his very slender shoulders.
You can't pay me enough money to do what he's doing right now.
Oh my goodness, one drop but one bead of sweat coming down the back of the Kingpin. He's got Sponge cinched up.
Oh! He may have stopped his heart with that one.
Oh, at least broke 2 ribs. Oh, here we go.
One more time.
Oh, yeah, this
Clear.
Is just the crowd.
Joe Keys
Let me
barking
see.
on-
Let me start it back up.
We got a code blue on Sponge. Oh my God, like
Joe, you gonna save your boy?
like a baby, like a rag doll.
Oh no, wait, Joe found another
Hold
target.
on.
What the hell?
Stop it! Joe has his hands on Gia Scott.
Hey, dragging her up on stage.
What the hell? We got a Mexican standoff here.
We got a hostage situation.
Okay, cooler heads prevailing.
Fine.
No title match for Joseph Keys, and I guess Demarcus gonna have his sights set on other endeavors. Unsuccessful is Joe Keys in this situation. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to reiterate that our main event.
Oh!
Wait!
Joe Keys, you son of a bitch!
Oh my God.
We gotta get help out here. He's just leveled. I mean, that's a 270, 80-pound man just leveled Gia Scott.
Not just leveled her, but did it from behind.
She never saw it coming.
I kind of feel disgusting that I was singing the praises earlier. The man was sitting right next to us. We need a minute here, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Dick Dynamo, Boom, Brandon Holman. What a guy. I'll never forget my first match here in MCW. It was a student show. And we was in a battle royal, me and a couple other students, tag partner included, Myron, Malone. And Brandon helped put it together. He, told us what he wanted, and, I was a little nervous, but he told me, calm down. You know what you're doing. You got this. Everything will be okay. And it was. Brandon was a funny guy, man. Always in the ring at practice or on shows. He would always try to be the life of the party and make sure, that everybody was having fun and doing good.
he always made sure that everybody had a smile on their face. I appreciate that. When I found out he was doing the Dick Dynamo character, I just thought it was awesome. I mean, seeing some of the videos or the vignettes that he would make was hilarious. Especially the one where he was in his house. He was using like a katana blade or like a sword, some type of sword. And he just started chopping up eggplants and different type of vegetables and foods. That was a funny one, man. That was funny, man. But that Dick Dynamo character, I remember I gave him some suspenders and a bow tie, a necktie right before that was right before one of the shows. That was one of the last times I seen him. Seen him at other places, and he was like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm here to wrestle just like you." Like, what do you mean? And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And he would ask, how did he do? And he was always encouraging and looking for feedback and how to do things better. And he loved beans. This man loved beans. If nothing else gets used, boom, Dick Dynamo, Brandon. Just want to say that you were inspirational to my life. You definitely helped me in a big way. When me and Myron started getting our start here as far as tagging, it was a Thrash Society and the Hype in Hollywood, in Joppa. We did so many shows together. We did a couple shows together, and you helped be influential. You helped make a difference. And the one thing I would never forget you saying is you said, "Thank you for helping you with tagging." Because you said that you felt like that was something that you could expand on, that you could lead us, and that you could guide us, and that we listened to you. We didn't question you. We trusted you. And we still trust you. We still love you to this day. We really do. Last thing I'll say is when I found out what happened, it was rough. Didn't want to believe it. I saw you singing, and I thought you were just going for a run. But there was different plans in place. But not too long after we had been through everything, we had been dealing with some of the situations that had happened. A coworker of mine walked past my desk and said good morning. And he said, "I got this can." He said, "But I don't eat these that much. Do you want it?" And I said, "I'll check out the can. I'll see what it is." And lo and behold, you funny guy, boom, it was a can of beans. And that can of beans sits on my desk. Ooh, that can of beans sits on my desk. Ever since, it's been months, it's been sitting there. And I look at it every day, and I tap it every day and say, "I love you, man. I love you, boom. I love you, Dick Dynamo. I love you, Brandon Holman." And I ain't ashamed to say it. Love you, man. Dynamo wins the show for the last time. Ho.
Now, if you think there's been a change in the attitude of the 99 overall, then quite frankly, you're just deaf, dumb, or frankly stupid. I've always been like this. I am greatness personified. I'm the biggest star here. I'm damn near the sun. But then there's Alex Devine.
I am not a vengeful person. But at Shamrock, I did everything right. I did everything right, including pin the Rage TV champion, Myles Hawkins.
What?
Roll through from Divine.
Yeah, shoulders down.
Oh, that's overall! It's eliminated!
And instead of giving me the respect that I have given him for years, he took my moment.
Oh, knee from the 99 overall! Myles is snapped from the iconic class.
LSG like a creep in the night.
Myles Hawkins just screwed Alex Devine out of the Shamrock Cup.
Yeah, he was a sore loser.
But he didn't just take it from me. I had family out there who knew exactly how hard I worked to get to that very event. And he took that moment from them too.
Alex, have you heard the story of Icarus? Icarus was just like you. He wanted to fly close to the sun. And the higher and higher he got, he thought he was the sun. But he kept going higher and higher and higher until he fell back to earth. Back amongst the regulars. Back amongst the normal people. No win for you. No MCW Rage Television Championship.
Like I said, I am not a vengeful person. But doing something like that, not just taking from me, but taking from my family, taking that moment from all of us, Myles, I'm gonna beat the living hell out of you and take the Rage Championship.
The only thing, the one thing that you will get, and you can take it back to those little kiddies in class, the one thing that you will get is your 15 minutes with the icon.
What's going on, kid? Tonight's your night, right? Been screwed over. You've been played with too many times. You're not a student no more. You're a grown man. It's time for you to start acting like it. Tonight, you go out there, put your foot in his ass. You hear me? You bring back that Rage TV title. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Do you understand me?
I understand you.
You know what? Go out there and do it.
This is one that we have been waiting with bated breath. Here are the MCW's Dynamo Runs the Show event. Rage TV title on the line. Is this that young man's moment?
It has been 2+ years. The Heaven Sent Kid has been on the cusp of championship gold on numerous occasions. But tonight could be his night as he looks to walk out as Rage TV champion.
You heard the OG Drolix say you've been screwed over, you've been stabbed in the back, and now it's time to pull that knife out and start slicing him up himself. Alex Devine looks damn ready, but he has to tangle and best greatness personified. He hopes to win.
A man who claims that he has always been this way, always been this arrogant, this cocky, this good. And he is the Rage TV champion, the 99 overall.
You're disputing the fact that he is this good?
No, he has been on one hell of a reign as Rage TV champion.
And if Alex Divine is the heaven-sent kid, then I'll tell you this. Myles Hawkins is like a deity. Like he has stepped out of the halls of the gods, straight from Valhalla, putting his wrestling boots on the earth and ground and blessing the RJ Meyer Arena. There is nobody, and I mean nobody, quite like the icon, Myles Hawkins. And that's what it's all about, that Rage TV title. As you saw that beautiful piece of production put together by our head of production, John Rollins, and I gotta tell you, it told a story that we're gonna see unfold right here, right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the MCW Rage TV Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. He is from the high clouds of Glendale, Maryland. He weighs in tonight at 160 pounds. He is the heaven-sent kid, Alex Divine. His opponent, he is from Siesta Key, Florida. Weighing tonight at 210 pounds. He is the MCW Rage TV champion. He is 99 overall, Myles Hawkins.
One hell of a championship. Classic introduction by our ring announcer Patrick, and Myles Hawkins basking in his own limelight. He was a guest on Lifestyle Baltimore on Fox 45 yesterday afternoon. His stars shine bright.
That's why he's wearing shades.
And I gotta say that Myles Hawkins has leveled up. He's evolved. His game is flawless at this point. At this juncture, he may be untouchable, but have you ever seen the look in the eyes that Alex Divine has on this young man?
No, not quite like this. Divine is so focused on, as he said, getting his vengeance on Myles Hawkins for robbing him of the Shamrock Cup.
Yeah, but you don't think the champion is focused on keeping the title here tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Myles Hawkins, that's his baby there. Oh! Double stomp from the 99 overall, not taking any chances.
Drawing first blood, striking first. We've seen that out of Myles Hawkins many a time, be it that beautiful drop kick, be it that double stomp, and a knee to the midsection.
Well-placed knee right into the midsection, taking all of the air out of Alex Divine, who's in trouble in the opening seconds of this match.
It's hard to believe it was only 4 short years ago that we saw the blue chipper, Myles Hawkins.
Right around this time, yeah, 4 years ago.
With that torn singlet and that Rookie of the Year arrogance, and he certainly has come such a long way. I mean, look at the poise. Look at the cool, calm collectiveness. Myles Hawkins he's almost otherworldly. He's like an alien of sorts.
There's no doubt that Myles Hawkins is a star in that ring.
He's a superstar, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that he knows it, because he's kind of become a bit of an arrogant ass, if I must say.
Oh, listen to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would it be better if I called him a pompous prick?
There you see. Alex Divine, how about he?
Divine
unloading,
finding that killer instinct.
How about he should get disqualified for using a foreign object outside the ring, that barricade?
That was really intelligent, his ring intelligence, using that sweep of that ankle, catching Myles off guard.
Oh, Divine intervention!
That's the cover.
Oh, no.
New champ, Cradle.
Oh.
So close.
A split second away from a new Rage TV champ.
wool, man, by the skin of the scales.
Wait a second. He's not safe.
I don't think he's wasting any time, gentlemen. Divine going up top.
He's in the drop zone.
To the penthouse.
Divine looking to descend from the heavens on top of Myles.
And look at the champion roll out of the ring.
You want to talk about Alex's ring IQ. Myles Hawkins going where he may have thought he was safe.
And a suicide dive, and again, unloading with those rights.
Just raining down rights.
Yeah, but that range from Alex Divine, he's got to control it. Otherwise, he's going to get himself disqualified here.
Alex Divine is fighting on pure emotion, pure passion, and maybe this was that young man was missing. Oh, but there it is, like you said, that ring IQ, that intelligence on the young veteran. The 99 overall.
Oh! Elevated neck breaker.
With a whole lot of extra leverage.
And he just dropped Alex Divine. That is a complexion changer, a hard left at Albuquerque for this match as the MCW Rage TV champion asserting his dominance in this title defense.
Yeah, that neck breaker just smothered the fire of Alex Divine. Oh,
shaking the organs.
Right to the spine.
There's a chiropractic special right there.
You see the scales on the trunks of Myles Hawkins. He's been like a dragon. He's been breathing smoke. He's been hanging in his cave of gold, so to speak, holding and hoarding his own glory. And there's that combo.
Yeah, what a combination from Myles, and then dropping Divine on the back of his head.
He just got 5 moves in there in 20 seconds.
Seamless.
Less than.
Hooking the half Nelson and a 2 count. Myles Hawkins, rarely does he wrestle on emotion. Let us not forget this young man in college.
Wait, he got the camera.
I'm the icon. That's what I do. You want your FaceTime? You get your FaceTime. You in here with me, baby.
Talking about take you in the ring. Myles Hawkins can do it all, cameraman and champion.
Giving you an up-close and personal view of that beatdown of Divine.
Myles Hawkins fancies himself an artist, not just a wrestler, always pushing that creative boundary and envelope. Alex reversing, using that speed. If he can keep that footwork.
He held on, though.
Oh, light, wow.
And to your point, Brent, I've never seen Alex with this much determination as he has here tonight.
Maybe how much of that talk did Drolix give him in the back to motivate him tonight?
That's the thing. It wasn't even just Drolix. It was before. Ever since Shamrock Cup, he has been just a more determined individual, training nonstop for this moment. But that talk with Drolix may have just pushed him over the edge.
And that butterfly suplex may have put Myles over the edge. In that far corner, Divine. That was sort of a variation of his.
Like a half shoulder tackle, half headbutt in this midsection.
Alex Divine.
And Hawkins not where he wants to be. 450 from the middle, and this could be it.
So close. That was damn perfection out of the challenger, Alex Divine.
I don't know how you can get any better than that. A beautiful 450 right in the midsection of the champion, and somehow Myles Hawkins kicked out.
This is a testament to the MCW Rage TV title. This is a testament to what it means to these competitors there, pulling out every play in the playbook.
I think he wants divine intervention again, but the champ's up.
And a Pele kick caught him with the front of his foot, did Myles Hawkins.
How's that for athleticism?
Yeah, this guy, we forget, in college he was scouted by the Major League Baseball. He is a professional athlete, whether he calls himself an artist or not. The man is a athlete, entertainer, and a sports phenomenon.
Gentlemen, that's like the 3rd time that Myles Hawkins has tried something, and his ribs is really giving him some trouble right here.
That's a good point, Credo. I think
Springboard blockbuster!
I think every time Myles is going for a maneuver, it's betraying an injury, so to speak. I think you nailed it, Creedle. Those ribs appear to be impaired, and this is The moment for Alex Divine.
Oh
my God.
Double stopped him. Face first.
Oh my God.
That is it.
Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, but we've seen Myles go up top looking for that 99 overall elbow.
The Icon soars. The Icon hooks the leg and retained.
Spoke too soon, Brett.
The
Divine's still in this.
Look at the face of the champion. He cannot believe that was not a 3 count.
He's not alone, Cradle. I can't believe it.
These fans can't believe it.
Yeah, but Divine is out right now. One more big move, and the champ will retain.
You may have called it. Look, Hawkins.
Oh, he really is out.
I mean, what do you expect? He got his face driven, just stomped on.
That was brutal. That was like a car crash. And now the inert body of Alex Divine is being ragdolled by the 99 overall, who is trying to fight off that pain. May have been going for that iconoclast on the shoulders down on the backslide. 2. Oof. Look at that. Still favoring those ribs. And another roll up. Alex Divine on top this time. That was almost a 3 count. Almost. Now Myles returning the favor. Right position is the ref. And another 2 count. These two are exchanging. Going for the line.
Oh,
Here we
looking
go.
for the iconoclast. Oh, but this is how he eliminated from Shamrock.
Shoulders down.
Oh.
But he landed on the referee.
Landed on the referee's back, maybe his shoulder.
Yeah, the favor in the shoulder.
Divine pushing the ref out of the way, the boot to the face. Myles Hawkins looking to put the exclamation point on the victory. Looking to retain.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Just stuck him. Dropped him on the top of his head.
That is a potentially career-ending injury if Alex Divine is indeed.
How is Alex still moving?
I mean, that cervical, spinal cord.
Gentlemen, why isn't the champion going for a cover?
He looks to be stalking.
Hold on, guys. Listen to these fans. Solidly behind the Heaven Sent Kid.
Oh! Knee right to the side of the face, and now the champion is in total control.
We are no longer in Hartford County. Alex Divine residing now in Concussion County. Myles telling the challenger to get up. Myles Hawkins wants to make a statement. This isn't just about retaining the title. This is about making an example out of Alex Divine, the icon on top. I don't know where this kid's getting it. I don't know where he's getting the heart. I don't know where he's getting the fight, the determination.
I don't care what you do. I don't know about that cover about a champion either.
Hey, he may have heart, but Myles Hawkins will be more than happy to rip it out of his chest.
Myles has been damn near perfection in this matchup. And his MCW title, Rage TV title reign has been something that they'll study in the history books in the company.
Oh my God!
Alex Divine may have caught
that flipping DDT.
He caught him with the DDT and stuck. Myles, this is a dangerous, perilous situation.
Myles may not be favoring those ribs anymore. He may be favoring that neck. That was a scary landing for the 99 overall, but it may be the opportune moment for the Heaven Sent Kid.
It's about the 3rd scary landing we've seen.
And now we're seeing a little payback right now.
Here's your receipt, Myles.
Drolix told him this is your moment. Alex Divine using that killer instinct.
I think the champ might be knocked out.
And if you were wondering before if Alex Divine has what it takes, if he has that hate in his heart when he needs it, I think we're getting our answer right here, right now, from the top of the burning building.
The descent from heaven! Cover him, you little bastard! Cover him!
History has been made!
Alex Devine may have been robbed at Shamrock Cup, but tonight at Dynamo Runs the Show, he has realized his destiny as Race TV champion.
Descending from heaven, Icarus flew close to the sun, and he turned out the lights on perfection. Alex Devine battled with a god, and he took home the gold. What a moment. What a memory.
Congratulations, Alex. You deserve this.
You got to give it to the kid, man. He fought hard, and he's now your new Rage Television champion.
Folks, we are looking at the future of MCW. What a match. Your main event still to come, as we have crowned a brand new MCW Rage TV champion. Don't go anywhere. More Dynamo runs the show.
Joe!
Demarcus!
Ah!
Fuck off. Oh, listen.
Joe! Where you at?
Demarcus, come back.
What?
You're gonna get Joe. I promise you, you're gonna get Joe. I'm gonna give you an opportunity against him.
When? You seen what he did, right?
I did.
You seen that? I want Joe! Where your punk ass at, Joe? Where you at?
You always hear these things. You always watch people do these, especially in wrestling. There's been a lot of these, I'm sure everyone has seen, but you never really think that you're going to do one of these. So having, just sitting here right now, it shouldn't happen. I shouldn't be doing this. I think that's what sucks. When I started in MCW, it was in July of 2020. It was during the pandemic. And that was the first time that I met Brandon. And immediately I told myself, man, that guy's annoying, but in a good way. He was very sporadic, but in a good way. It was funny. He was very funny. He was loud and proud. And I remember that long mullet, the long blonde mullet, was the first thing that people saw. And we got on him a bit. We called him Joe Dirt. That was just a funny thing we all did. And he was going through all these different characters, trying to figure out what he was or who he was or who he wanted to be. So I've seen him go through a Joe Dirt sort of character where he's wearing, I think it was either sweatpants or denim jeans with white tighty whities over it, a white wife beater, and just the blonde mullet. Then he went to Boom the Bounty Hunter. Then he went to Thrash Society. Then with Ken, had his first beer. And then to Dick. And for the longest time, he had always talked about this idea of being Dick Dynamo, and no one really knew what it was. But he was so gung-ho on showing people. And when we finally saw it, everyone sort of like scratched their heads because they still weren't sure what it was. But I loved it because it was the first time that I saw Brandon so into what he was doing and so committed into that character. And he just looked happy doing it. It honestly doesn't feel real. It still doesn't feel real. Every time I step into training, it's like I'm waiting for him to step through the door. Every time. Every time. I think one thing about Brandon was he put 100% into everything he did. We do these cardio drills, and they all suck. And he would just blaze through them like nothing. I'm like, I don't know if I have what it takes if this guy's, if he's doing that. But I think within that, he made me better, not only as a wrestler, as an entertainer, but outside of wrestling, in just making sure you put 100% into everything you do. And just, I want to say, like, discipline yourself to, like, achieve what you want to achieve, if that makes sense. I could just be spewing nonsense, but again, with these, you don't know what you're gonna say, so I'm just talking off the top of my head, and then whatever comes to mind just comes out. I think the one thing I'm gonna, not the one thing. There's a lot of things I'm gonna miss about Boom. Miss his laugh. I miss his goofiness. He would be so goofy it would annoy you, but like the love of a little brother. Like some of us know what that's like. I'm gonna miss my friend. I miss my friend a lot. There's a story I want to tell. It was the end of March, early April of 2022. Yeah. End of March, early April of 22. It was myself, Myles, Hawkins, and Boom. We were in Dallas, Texas, because we were helping out with a Ring of Honor pay-per-view that was happening during WrestleMania weekend. And they had driven the truck down from Maryland to Texas, and I'd flown. And it was it was Thursday night after we got done setting up everything. And then we all went out to dinner. And we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. And anyone who's been to Buffalo Wild Wings, they have different selection of sauces. You know, they have the sweetest going up to the hottest. So we order our food and we're eating whatever. We're all laughing, we're having a good time. And for some reason, I don't know why, Boom calls over the waitress and goes, "Can I get a little cup of blazing sauce?" Again, if you've ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings, blazing sauce is their hottest sauce. Okay? Waitress brings over the cup, and he's just looking at it like this. And he goes, "I'm going to drink it." Now, it's me, Boom, and Myles, and we're just like, "What? No." And across from us was my dad, my mom, and this guy, John, who was also helping us set up for Ring of Honor. And me and Myles take out our phones and we start filming. And he's just staring so deep into this cup. And he just knocks it back. And we're like mortified. Because this madman just took a shot of the hottest sauce. And he gets done and just no-sells it. He just takes a fry, scoops the rest of it out, and then eats it. And we're losing our minds. To give you a perspective of how bad this sauce was, John had taken a fry, dipped it and eaten it. And he maybe had like a little bit on that fry. He got out of the shower. He was sweating so bad. Meanwhile, Boom is just like, "Can I get another?" Oh my God. That's probably my favorite Boom story ever. I guess another thing that helps me cope with this is that, you know, we all didn't know what Brandon was going through or thinking. And that, yeah. A lot of people are going to kick themselves and blame themselves. But one thing that helps me cope with this is that he's not in pain anymore. And when this idea of the memorial show came up, I was adamant on, like, I have to be on it. I won't take no for an answer. I have to be on the show. So. Also, those clotheslines, dude. The boomerangs. Those spinning clotheslines. They hurt. They hurt. I think I give anything to take one more. Yeah. One more boomerang. Dynamo will always run the show. That's the clean version. Dynamo will always run the fucking show.
Alex Devine, the Heaven Sent Kid, is
yes,
the
ma'am.
new Rage TV champion. How you feeling?
How am I feeling? 2017, I started my journey to get here. And we've all heard that I'm gonna be the fighting champion speech, okay? We already know who I am and what I'm gonna do. But I really need people to understand this, okay? Dreams were just made. But watch everything I went through to win this. So anyone who is going to challenge me for this, Amy, anyone who's gonna challenge me for this, just think about what I'm gonna do to defend it. Heaven sent, baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
See.
Special attraction match on the way. A lot of people on YouTube looking forward to this one, gentlemen. Austin Kingsley and Zukko Shaw. Say what you want. These gentlemen are becoming thorns in the side of every tag team here at MCW.
Tag team? It's everyone.
Everyone, yeah, not just the teams. Well,
You guys just mad because they don't talk to you.
that's why.
Yeah,
no
they don't
doubt.
talk to me. They just yell at me. Get away from me.
Austin Kingsley, the rich, waspy country club members, Zukko Shaw, the exiled one. And let's make this clear. He's exiled himself. He doesn't do any favors to make any friends, and very telling, the company he keeps.
He doesn't need any friends. He's got the best friend he can get in Austin Kingsley.
Yes. Credit card with no limit. And YouTube sensation entering with his best friend, the young rookie. Let's take it up to our ring announcer, Patrick. Muscle Man Malcolm, that is an interesting name. He's got
Ricky,
those...
did you give him that name?
Ricky, what do we know about Muscle Man Malcolm? I mean, he's got tons of followers on social media.
Got a YouTube following.
Oh, come on.
He also put Austin on his ass.
Yeah, he's got a
So I'm
follow
saying he's
through.
got a YouTube following. Usually interviews multiple individuals in the wrestling business, but now making his in-ring debut.
We saw him at Breakthrough. He had the back of that man right there, Matt Castle, who's proclaimed his best friend. And if you remember, Matt Castle was victorious.
Yeah, picked up a big win over Zukko Shaw.
Thanks to Muscle Man Malcolm.
Oh!
Matt Castle got that 80s bad guy vibe, doesn't he?
I don't know about that.
The headband.
I was thinking, I mean, he comes out with the red Solo Cup. I was thinking more like Party Frat Boy.
Well,
Big shot.
The frat party versus the country club.
yeah, speaking of a Ivy League versus the frat house there, the tag out.
Tell you what, Matt Castle better control his attitude. He's getting beat down in the wrong part of town right now.
Yeah, you know, say whatever you want about the personalities, the Zukko Shaw and Austin Kingsley III. It's principles before personalities, and their principles are in the gutter. Their ethics are ugly. They are mean, they are jackals, and they will pick you apart. Will Kingsley and Zukko.
Not to mention the fact, do you see this as kind of like a handicap match? Because Matt Castle, I mean, Muscle Man Malcolm, this is his debut match. He doesn't have that much training in a wrestling ring as compared to Zukko Shaw and Austin Kingsley.
Well, he didn't have to sign up for it. He could have stayed at home. He could have stayed behind the camera. The side slam. Kingsley not able to keep him down for two. Matt Castle, that is. And look at this, the sweet, well-oiled tag team continuity. And a hush coming over the RJ Meyer Arena after that Rage TV title match, and crowd's still buzzing.
You ain't topping something like that. No offense, guys.
Oh man, look at that, the viciousness. There it is. In living color, the Exile wins the car. Shaw just driving that like a road rash, that forearm across the ear, trying to cauliflower the ear of Matt Castle.
That's what I like to see.
I mean, he learned from the best, being a part of the trade
Robert
not too long
Locke,
ago.
yeah. Uh-oh, the roll up now. Zakar shoulders down. That's how he won. Matt Castle didn't break through. Roll through, tag in.
Oh.
Tag to the influencer.
Clothesline from Muscle Man Malcolm. He's a big boy. Muscle Man Malcolm got to be tipping the scales at about 280. Well, Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
Oh. Well, it felt like 500.
I was going to say, ask Austin, ask Zakar. They just felt all of it.
Look at the face of poor Zakar.
Oh!
Oh, my gosh.
And Zakar may be taken out of this matchup.
He's intent to injure now, isn't he?
Talking about whiplash. Samoan drop.
Oh, well, we know where he got that from.
So he's a thief, too.
And a front slam, the leg is hooked.
Yeah, but this is where that inexperience comes into play. Yep. Left Austin in the ring.
Right.
And Austin took advantage, coming to the aid of Zakar.
Well, Muscle Man Malcolm has no... I mean, once you get in there, you may think it's easy. You may think you can do it.
Ooh, no.
But the bright lights, the winded, the impact of the...
I think Zakar just pushed him right into his own partner.
And I think Zakar falling over under the weight of Muscle Man Malcolm, and that do-rag may be impairing the vision of Malcolm. You might want to take that thing off.
I think I need to teach him how to wear a do-rag.
Needs to get that damn thing off. He's worried about that instead of getting his
wait a second.
rear kicked.
Yeah.
The Knucks, the Knuckle
Austin's
Dusters.
got a pair of Knucks. Oh! And a bear fist from Malcolm. Austin better be careful. He still has those Knucks.
Zakar trying to...
Yeah, well, he did have the Knucks.
Hold on, the Knucks will drop. The Knuckles are still in play.
And the referee hasn't noticed that they've fallen into the grasp of Zakar.
So crafty.
Move!
Oh! Right
Just
in the
laying
jaw.
out Malcolm.
Blasted him. Click subscribe.
Here are your winners, the team of Zukkos, Shaun, and Kingsley, the Fifth.
Hey, it doesn't matter how well trained you are in that ring. You ain't getting them from a pair of knuckle dusters.
And once again, Zakar, Shaun, Austin, Kingsley. Love them or hate them, and I think the majority hate them. They continue to be impressive, and it's back to YouTube for the Muscle Man Malcolm. And maybe next time, it'll be a different result.
I've been around Boone and spent more time with him than my own family. Past 7 years. I hope all these aren't too sad, because there's a lot of good stories. He made an impression on so many different people. Boone was one of my best friends. He had a way about him where he could get that inner child out of anybody, no matter who you were. because you knew he wouldn't judge you and you could be yourself around him. He was extremely compassionate and energetic and added a very much needed sense of excitement in a locker room. He was fun to be around. He was freaking crazy. I used to work out with this guy and he would push me to my limits. We would work out for a good hour and a half straight with 30 seconds of rest in between each set, doing damn near 8 bicep exercises, 8 tricep exercises, 5 sets of each for 10 to 15 reps. I mean, this guy was a nutcase. He ate out of the same Tupperware container every single day. Rice, eggs, chicken and beans, nothing else. Gallons of water, wore the same sweatpants and the same 3 shirts every day to training. He was the definition of consistent. For 5 years straight, I don't think this guy missed a training. This guy had no business being in a ring. This guy was not athletic. He didn't have the look at first, but he was freaking tough. He worked so hard. I thought I was a hard worker. I thought I was tough. Nobody could outwork this guy. He would get obsessed with anything he put his mind to, whether it was wrestling or the gym. It was always fun being around him, you know. I would go over to his apartment and hang out during the day, during the week, just because I didn't feel like doing my job. I didn't feel like working, so I'd hit him up, be like, let's hop on the game. So I'd go over there and, you know, we'd annoy Hellfire McGuire as he's trying to do his work and do his job while we're screwing around, playing Call of Duty or something stupid. And, like, he, you know, I've been in a car with him for probably 100+ hours. I've traveled with him to CZW training. Like, for whatever reason, he used to tell everybody we were cousins, which we're not. We got similar hair and eye color, whatever, but we're not related. But I just let him say it. So a lot of fans are going to find out we're not actually cousins. But yeah, he was a brother to me.
Yo, Phil, it is your defending MCW Tag Team Champions, the Hype. Now, you wanted to talk to us with your lovely blue bow tie on, if I might add.
Hey, I just want to say congratulations for first winning those championships. Belated congratulations. Thank you. And tonight, your first defense.
Give me some.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
you know, you've been telling me this for a year.
That the hype is real.
Did you see what we just did? Did you see what we just did? We just beat Muscle Man Malcolm. We just beat Matt Castle. We made thousands of people witness the beating of Muscle Man Malcolm. You know what that should get us? A shot at those.
What are you doing coming to my office demanding it?
Hey, don't touch my title.
Whoa, back up.
Easy. Okay. Phil, if I can, look. If you guys feel like a win over a YouTuber in his first match earns you a shot at the tag titles, go ahead. Well, good luck, boys. Turns out we have an opening September 14th. Bruiser Strong. All we really need is someone to make it official.
Make it official, Phil, because I'm ready to
I think I can do that. I think that's something I can arrange.
It's official?
It's official.
All right.
It's official.
Guys, we're trying to talk about future business, guys.
I have to kick yourself at. See your booze is strong.
She did that once.
What is he saying?
Don't.
Hey there now, where'd you go? You left me here, so unexpected. You changed my life, I hope you know. 'Cause now I'm lost, so unprotected. In the blink of an eye, I never got to say goodbye. Like a shooting star, flying across the room, so fast, so far. You were gone too soon. You're part of me, and I'll never be the same here without you. You were gone too soon. You were always there, like a shining light. On my darkest days, you were there to guide me. Oh, I miss you now. I wish you could see just how much your memory will always mean to me. In the blink of an eye, I never got to say goodbye. Shine onto a better place. We'll never be the same. Like a shooting star, flying across the room, so fast, so far. You were gone too soon. You're part of me, and I'll never be the same here without you. You were gone too soon. You were gone too soon. You were gone too soon. You were gone too soon.
Because Dynamo runs the show!
Main event time here at the RJ Meyer Arena as we honor Dick Dynamo, the man who runs the show. But the caveat, if the Mecca has something to say about it, he would be the man who, well, ran the show, because the Mecca thinks this is his house. And we're going to find out tonight if that is indeed true. We saw the Mecca out here earlier.
It's Dynamo's favorite wrestler right there.
No accounting for class, and let's face it, we don't expect class out of the short fuse, the hothead, the Mecca, but to get in the face of Dick Dynamo's father, to threaten the man. Thank God Miami Mike was here. You hear the ovation on a night where we have had some real barn burners, some classic encounters. We got one more to go.
This matchup stemming also from Shamrock Cup. The Mecca basically screwed Miami Mike out of possibly becoming a 2-time back-to-back Shamrock Cup champion. But it's not just that. It's Dynamo runs the show. There is so much emotional investment from Miami Mike. Dick Dynamo, Brandon Holman being his best friend, and this show dedicated to Brandon.
Miami Mike Walker, like you said, has Brandon's name etched in his heart and soul. And it was last month at the Shane Shamrock Cup, as you referenced, that the Mecca, dressed as a woman in the crowd,
with a baby,
with a damn baby,
yes.
hit Miami Mike across the
With
head.
that baby.
With that baby. The baby's head went flying. And he cost Miami Mike that glory once again to be a repeat cup winner. But this isn't just about Miami Mike. Let's be honest. The Mecca's fury is not just reserved for one individual. In fact, the bane of his existence is down there on the floor in that, what is that, orange? Red? I'm colorblind.
Orange.
That orange.
And blue, turquoise.
Yep.
It may be,
Might
it may
be
have red
black and
splatter
blue
on
now.
it.
Miami Mike.
Whoa! Dive to the outside.
Mike toppling the Mecca early on, and that's the problem. I think the Mecca, with his fury, with his anger, with his rage, his emotion, he always lets that anger get the best of him, and sometimes he makes a crucial mistake like we just witnessed there. He's got to keep his mind on the former Rage TV champ. He's got to keep his mind, oh man,
Thanks to Mecca, the former Shamrock Cup champion.
The 2023 Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup winner. He's got to keep his mind on that. There will come a day, there will come a time when he can get his hands on Hellfire McGuire, who, let's be honest, had one incredible showing himself earlier as he defeated Ferrara. And
Sure he didn't cheat to win that match.
I'm not sure of anything anymore.
Oh!
Rough landing. Rough landing.
Beautiful move by the Mecca.
Sweeping the legs, pulling the rug out from Miami Mike Walker, and that spinal cord just contacting the edge of that apron. Look for the Mecca to be so precise, so deliberate.
Well, the Mecca's using Miami Mike's rage against him.
It's like the fact that Mecca always tends to use every inch of that ring as a weapon, from the turnbuckles to the ring apron.
There is nobody quite as litigious and smart. There is nobody with a PhD in brutality in that ring. The Mecca is a throwback, an old school type of competitor with some new school flavor.
You can see the pain etched in the face of Miami Mike Walker. He's in big trouble right now, and the Mecca's in full control.
Mecca jaw jacking with the fans here at LJ Meyer Arena, and that venom, that vitriol flows through the veins, through that big main vein on his forehead when he gets angry. That thing
bringing up that vein again.
Don't like it, does it?
Yeah, it's like a tag team partner in there.
It's got its own damn zip code. Here comes Miami Mike with a scoop slam and a drop kick. The momentum taking the Mecca to the outside.
Right out there next to Hellfire McGuire.
And the Mecca once so dominant here in MCW. Former two-time MCW heavyweight champ. And we've seen his career, right?
Yeah.
Start to spiral since Hellfire McGuire got in his
Yeah,
head.
Since he ran into Hellfire.
Look at this, though. Using him as a shield.
Life is funny sometimes, you know, and we've already seen that once tonight when Joe Keats leveled Gia Scott, so Hellfire able to escape the predicament. Now they are battling on the edge of the cliff.
Have we got an update on Gia, by the way?
I don't know. I'm sure Demarcus is furious. Another headbutt. Right hand by the Mecha. And one from Miami Mike topples the Mecha into the ring. And you see the Mecha spill into the ring, but sometimes the Mecha, as he's falling, as he's suffering the offense, he's positioning himself, he's putting himself in prime position or real estate to execute his next maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. Almost everything. Oh!
You mean like that?
Like that.
Yeah, right off of the knee of the Mecha.
Hyperextended that knee, and then left the knee right in the face of Miami Mike, Ricky.
Like you said, when he is on offense or defense, always has a plan in that ring.
There's a beautiful suplex there from the Mecha. And look at the pain on the face of Miami Mike Walker.
Miami Mike Walker has to know. He's telling the ref to check his eye. He has to know, as all the opponents of the Mecha know, when you are in there with the Mecha, you are in there with a professional. Plain and simple. This is what we call a utility player. You can put the Mecha in any situation, any peril, any predicament, and he knows just what to do.
You could damn near put the Mecha in any era of professional wrestling, and he would most likely be a success.
That hammer fist and the ear clap, trying to pop the eardrums. Do you know how painful it is to have your damn eardrums popped? Short arm.
Yeah, do you know? Yeah, do you know how painful it is to take a clothesline from the Mecha, not to mention that elbow to the back?
You hear that? This is the Mecha's house.
It's hard to argue it.
Yeah, former two-time heavyweight champion. Hell, former two-time Bruiser Strong Rumble winner. Bruiser Strong, which we have coming up next month.
One of the most unique, biggest events in MCW history, a newer one.
I think Mecha win it again.
I mean,
it's a possibility.
Think about that. What that says about this man. He has won 2 Bruiser Strong.
Both varieties.
Both varieties. 11 men come in. It's a gauntlet-style match. Just a testament to the talent of the Mecha.
How about that abdominal stretch right in the center of the ring?
Yeah, I don't know
call
quite
that
about
the
in the center.
Well, it's in the center where he wants it to be, because I
right
he's gonna
close
get a little
to
bit
those
out.
ropes.
There you go.
Cradle sees what he wants.
That's the center on the right-hand side.
Using that hand on the rope as the Mecha for that extra leverage. And what that does is it increases
that torque.
Yeah, the torque and the amount of stretch.
Yeah, get Hellfire down from there.
Yeah,
He's holding the ropes.
Yeah, Hellfire's trying to get the ref to see what Mecha's doing, but actually being more of a detriment than helpful.
You see again Mecha grabbing that rope. Not only does this stretch the abdominal muscles, but also the rotator cuff. He's got him by the lapel. Oh man, that pocket square. And now Miami Mike.
Oh, getting a little assistance from Hellfire.
Now you guys gonna condone this?
Returning in kind, but not kindly.
No, Hellfire Mike, don't do that.
That should be a disqualification.
And Mike hip tossing his way out of the situation in those ropes. I think he just dusted him with that knee, didn't get enough of it.
Just hit a glancing blow, but enough to at least get Mecha down.
Yeah, I think right on the side of the ear.
Miami Mike, so nimble. He moves with such finesse. This is a guy who's climbed the ranks. I mean, he's a young man. He's 24, 25. Still able to stay out all night. Still able to party all night. Come in, wrestle a damn classic the next day.
Hasn't even hit his prime yet.
Maybe if he takes things a little bit more serious, he would have won Shamrock twice in a row.
Yeah, well, there's somebody who does take things very serious. Maybe a little too serious. And that's the Mecha.
Yeah, we've seen him. Yeah, we've seen him. Mecha does not have a sense of humor.
No
his
funny
disdain.
bone.
Yeah, his disdain for any fun in that ring from Hellfire or Miami Mike, and now looking for that always sunny in Philadelphia.
There we go.
Rolled through, held contact, and seamlessly has Miami Mike behind enemy lines, but Miami Mike able to will his way towards that bottom rope.
If I'm Mecca, I'd drag him in the center and do it again. Walker is hurt.
Yeah, the Mecca has wrestled a very impressive match thus far, as he almost always does. But lately, we're just going to have to call it like it is. He's really not been himself. He's had Miami Mike and Hellfire McGuire rent-free, living in that big old veiny dome of his.
Talking about that vein.
I don't think anybody has gotten into the head like Miami Mike and more specifically Hellfire McGuire has.
Well, he thinks Hellfire's below him, and Hellfire has bested him on multiple occasions. Oh, I think he was looking for that process, or maybe just a neck breaker. Took in the fist. Miami Mike. Spinning back chop. Miami Mike trying to throw some more variety in his repertoire. Spicing up his arsenal. Oh boy, this is where Mike's so dangerous. This is where Mike shines the brightest.
Look at Walker psyching himself up here.
Oh, knee off the jaw of the Mecca.
Mecca trying to shake out the dust from the cerebellum, and he is staggering. He is on baby deer legs.
Oh, blockbuster! And deep cover from Mike.
This could do it.
Oh, almost.
And you see the desperation. Miami Mike, every single outing, every single contest, every single match, he throws his entire heart and soul into it and leaves nothing left to chance, nothing that anybody can say he didn't try his best. He spills his entire essence into the match.
Oh, Mecca looking for the shortcut.
Oh, and Hellfire cheating.
Cheating?
I think he just stopped somebody from cheating. Oh, kip up super kick.
Damn, this kid's good. Oh! Dropping the leg out of the fireman's carry DVD. Near leg hook, this could do it.
And you heard the fans counting along, but it was just a 2.
I don't know if it was fate, instinct, or skill, but the Mecca was able to get that left shoulder up, and by all intents and purposes, everybody here thought that was it. So much pride, emotion on the line.
Getting words of encouragement.
The question is,
Hellfire.
What does Miami Mike have left? He's tried everything to defeat the Mecca and can't do it.
Is he conscious? Is there blood flowing in his veins?
Almost taken out of the ref. Oh, thumb to the eye.
The butterfly.
I think he got all of it. That tiger. The tiger bomb, but right into the Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He did not get the impact he wanted. He did not stick the landing, but it may be a moot point.
Yeah, he got the placement he wanted, though.
Yeah,
and we've seen Hellfire tap out to this. Miami Mike might be next.
May have been an exercise in futility, because this is what the Mecca was looking for.
Last time Walker got to the ropes, can he do it again?
Trying to keep the man center stage. And the Mecca now has to break. Whoa, man,
yeah.
Mecca pushing the limits. Look at the face of the Mecca.
Yeah, look at Hellfire trying to make a case.
Mecca's enjoying himself.
Oh, just paintbrushed him.
He loves the punishment. He loves to stir the pot. He loves for that hate to flow.
And look at that. Look at that making, forcing Hellfire to watch this. Watch him punish Miami Mike.
Oh, man. Well, that speaks for itself.
I mean, you can't blame Hellfire when you get spit at like that.
No, the hate flowing. The dark side of the force. It's like a Sith Lord is.
Oh, the referee
Mecca.
tossing Hellfire.
Finally.
I can't say I blame the
Right.
ref.
It's been a little too much.
Oh, wait a second.
distraction.
Hellfire, let the referee do his job. Let him see what Mecca's doing.
He's missing all of this.
And this is like the quarterback sneak for the Mecca. One of his favorite plays. Maybe the first one in the playbook. Super kick. Got all of it.
But not enough to capitalize. Miami Mike
Oh, Hellfire going back. Okay.
Needed to go back for that jacket, and hey, at least luckily the referee at least saw that the turnbuckle was off.
Well, it's listen, the rumor's out, right?
It's every matchup that he does this.
Why is he worried about putting the buckle back on? There's a match going on here.
Because
he's got to worry about the safety of the competitors, right?
Oh, blow! And we've seen that exposed buckle change the complexion, but now it's a low blow. That'll do it.
Oh, come on.
And the Macko thought that would do it.
Had he not been paying attention to that buckle, this match would have been over right now.
A well-placed, below the border shot to the cojones. And then he wrapped him up. And the gears are turning. You can see the Macko, the architecture of the demise of Miami Mike Walker running through the brain and the main vein of the Macko. But Miami Mike will not die. He will not lay down. We got a chorus and a melody from the MCW faithful.
Couldn't get it done, though.
Oh, did the referee take it out? Don't know if that was accidental or not.
Of course it was accidental. Miami Mike moved out of the way.
Well, it's going to serve the Macko well. Beautiful short arm clothesline. The referee didn't get the license plate on that Mack truck that was the Macko.
Right, you got the Macko with no referee?
Yeah, this is a dangerous.
Yeah, and what happens when there's no referee and the Macko's in the matchup?
He does what he normally does. But hold on
wait a second.
Wait, did you see what I just saw?
That's Dick Dynamo's father. That's Boom Hayden's father.
Mr. Holman, Mark Holman out there watching the back of Miami Mike.
He said he's had enough. This man lost his son. We're here paying tribute.
Oh!
What the hell?
Gonna be a fine for the Macko.
That was blatant as all hell right there.
Yeah, that was not accidental.
The Macko's on a tear. He's out of control.
And now it's like he's doing this for an audience of one.
What the hell is wrong with the Macko? You know, he talked about how much Boom meant to him, and now he's got the nerve.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't do it.
Yeah, come on. Think about it. Don't.
That's a world champion right there. That's a heavyweight champion caliber athlete.
Heard him. Are you chicken? Be a man. Get in this ring.
Yeah, but be a smart man. Don't get in the ring with somebody like the Macko.
Holman's the one that jumped over the guardrail. No one told him to be right there right now.
The worst thing that could happen on this event. The worst.
Oh, wait a
thing,
second. He's taking off the watch.
No, the worst imaginable thing would be if this man gets hurt. And he's
Especially
going
at a
to.
show
Yes.
that's honoring his son.
The Macko baiting in.
Well,
But then again, this is the show that's honoring his son. He's not going to take any disrespect.
Fair and square.
You buy that, I'll sell you another one.
Oh, you don't think the Macko's telling the truth?
Absolutely not.
I love it.
You piece of crap.
I love
Stomping out. Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo, Brain Holman's father.
Holman had
on the show that's supposed to be dedicated to him.
And he's going to put it on him.
What an absolute piece of what a piece.
No one told him to get in that ring.
Jesus
Get him,
Christ.
Hellfire.
Here comes Hellfire
Come back
McGuire.
down here and kick his ass.
And once again, Hellfire finding himself in a bad situation.
Oh, yeah, Hellfire. That's what I'm talking about.
The center of the wrestling universe.
Oh, the Dynamo Lariat from Mr. Holman.
Get him, Dad.
Last call.
Referee coming to.
Throw the referee in.
a moment for Mighty Mike and Hellfire McGuire. The show dedicated to their best friend in Boom Hayden, Dick Dynamo, Brandon Holman, and being able to stand there with Brandon's father.
That man's son is being memorialized by his friends and the greatest athletes on earth. And it took 3 men to topple the Mecca, but he had it coming. He laid the trap, and he got snared in his own net. What a night it has been, ladies and gentlemen, as we honor the one and the only Boom Hayden. For Shaun Creedle and Ricky Owens, my name is Brett Terry. Dynamo runs the show.
Thank you, Brandon. We love you.
Dynamo!